Another Battlefield 6 stream. How's everybody doing? Welcome on in. I'm actually going to say hello off rip because I never do that. Make sure you hit that like and sub. I really appreciate it. It helps a lot. I never say that either, and it's probably why I don't grow nearly as much. But if you are a small channel, we do support each other around here. I have a ton of people who come in. I make everybody moderator, and then you can just sub to each other and go on each other's channels, and then plug each other if you want. I don't care. But yeah, appreciate anyone who does that. Thank you so much. And I have a little bit of a download here for Rocket League by the looks of it. I'm just gonna let it run. I'm gonna chill, have a coffee, say hello if anybody comes in. It is a little bit early, so maybe dead in the water until later, but that's okay. And I do want to thank all of the people who have gone above and beyond, whether you're sharing my stuff, whether you join my streams pretty much every time. I've met quite a few cool people lately, and they've been super supportive. There's the OGs, the Elliots, the Ruthless, the Doyles, the etc. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting you guys, anyone, but there's been Fizz, his lady Piper, a ton of people. AMG, Dwayno comes in every day. He's an OG, and he still does it every single day, and he likes, shares, etc. So when he was streaming yesterday, I went in and tried to stay in for 3 hours as I could. Same with Fizz. I was in his stuff all day on my tablet, and I was switching between Piper and Fizz. It can be super hard to do that, especially if you're busy and all that. You don't, not necessarily that everybody can do that, but if you can, just try and help each other out. One hand washes the other, and yeah. There is some people whose streams I go in and they never pop in mine, which is okay, but it makes me kind of wonder. Hey Summer, hey Maddie, how you guys doing? But yeah, it makes me kind of wonder whether I should be going in theirs. I'm not trying to be bitter about it, but and Maddie and Noah were streaming. Well, Maddie wasn't really streaming, but Noah was. I hopped in there yesterday, said hello, another person. So there's probably about 5 or 6 streams that I went in yesterday, and even though I was sort of busy, I had my sound down, different things like that. I still came in. I talked a little bit and liked, of course, all that jazz. So, but yeah, Summer, I'm really sorry that I didn't accept your request yesterday. I was playing with my ex-girlfriend, and she sometimes, well, most of the time, doesn't want to stream, doesn't want to be on stream, doesn't want to deal with it. She just wants to be able to talk, and if she wants to curse or she wants to say something inappropriate or do something inappropriate, she just wants to be able to do it. And yeah, so it's not that I didn't want to take your invite. I appreciate it. I was gonna accept your invite and then just explain it to you, but I was like, man, like, I don't know, I'll just tell him. Yeah, but yeah, I also had a headache yesterday as well, Jaden. It sucked. I woke up with a headache and then took a couple Advil. I don't know if it's because they're expired or something. They were just not really doing it. They took it away a little bit, and then I was actually listening to one of my friend's dogs bark all day long. It was driving me nuts, and that just really made my head hurt again. So then I ended up lying down. And I got up, I saw Ruthless in a stream, and he had actually said, hey, I want to play today, can we play? If not, that's okay. And I was like, dude, like, my head is just bugging me. That was at about 5 o'clock Eastern, so I didn't even end up playing games till about 9, I think. So, but yeah, Jaden, I hope you're doing well. Maddie, I'm glad that you're doing good. I appreciate you guys coming in, saying hello. Did Noah end up fixing his hotspot, Maddie? Did he get MK8 to work? Hey, NMB Gaming. Not sure if that's Maddie or Noah. It's probably Noah, considering Maddie's still here. Okay, what's up, Noah? How you doing, bro? How was your stream? Did you get your hotspot working? I was just asking Maddie if you're. She told me that before, that you use hotspots. I've never done that before, so I guess the internet's probably a little up and down if that's what you're doing. Yeah, welcome on in, welcome on in. And, you know, kindly hit that like if you guys don't mind. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. If you do want to play today, Jaden, we can definitely get some games in, bro. I was actually doing I don't know if you saw this, Jaden, but there's like a cuddle pool skin you can get from the Winter XP or Winter Quests. Doing some XP for that. So, pardon me, that's what I was doing yesterday. It was actually pretty fun, guys. Found some little mini games. You'll have to take a look. It's like the red skin, the red and whatever skin, the cuddle pool from Deadpool. They have these quests, and basically you just got to do creator map. What is the other thing? Either rocket racing or the music. Yeah. Thank you, Maddie. I appreciate it. Cheers. So you can do rocket racing or the music, the festival, and then you get 80,000 XP. So yeah, you do either one of those, and then basically you will get some of the, I don't know, the little emotes or icons or the, I don't know, whatever, and then eventually you will get, I think they renew daily, it said, but eventually you'll get the Cuddle Pool skin after 9 of them. So I was doing a few of those because I really do like that skin, so I was like, well, let's see if this isn't too much work, and it's really not. It's not much work at all. I think every game that we played, one game was over 80,000. Yeah, it's just something small. You can get a skin. I know some people. I remember you saying, "Hey, let me look at your skins." So I think you're a skin guy, anyways, like me. I love the skins. They're cool. If there's anything, some of the emotes are really, really awesome too. Some of the axe picks or anything, right? They're all very cool. But the skins are really what I like the most. Certain ones are really cool, like my Ryu I have, or Johnny Depp, the Pirates. Love that one. My favorite, guys, is the free one that I got, the Stormtrooper. That was my first one I ever got. So, but yeah, quite a few of the ones, like the Metallica one. Bruno Mars makes me laugh. I don't wear that one too much, but Cleveland Brown makes me laugh as well, or Cleveland, whatever. Not Brown. But yeah. Noah, gotta go to NWTI soon. Okay, I don't know what that means, but good luck. Drive safe. I hope I hope everything goes well, whatever that is. It's like college early, I believe, then rides the bus back to school. Okay. That's cool. I didn't know you were in like in early college or college. That's cool. Good for you. You are at that age, around 20 years old, where you're either starting a job, getting a new job, or continuing. I mean, some people start working before they're 20 years old anyways. But yeah, that's kind of that age where you're either finishing school or starting a new job. Good for you. That's excellent to better yourself. Anything you can do, guys, to get some more skills under your belt. And education, you can't take an education away from people. That knowledge is power, trust me. And if you don't have it, people will basically give you lackluster pay, like money. And they basically make you do like really poor job, like not poor job, like physically demanding jobs, ones that are boring, redundant, monotonous, like repetitive, like a factory job where literally like you're almost like a robot. And in those cases, a lot of times you get replaced by robots now. So, you have to think about that. And especially young people should be very considerate about that. It's not like, 30 years ago when my uncles used to work at Ford and they made really good money. Some of those Ford places were closed down, and those guys were like, what do I do? I don't, they didn't even have a grade 12, guys, so even a grade 12 is the bare minimum that you should have. 4 more years and you get your license. Nice. Noah does that, and he drives home from school. Okay, that's cool. Right on. Good for him. But yeah, that's great, Summer. I always encourage younger people and anyone to get their license, because let's say there's a job, right? And you don't have your license. Some jobs like UPS or I don't know, whatever, right? Like the post office, they'll give you a vehicle, right? But you need the license first. And sometimes they want a G license, so you have to have a license for some time and then get the upgrade, right? They want to see some competency and see if you're okay behind the wheel. They don't want to just give you a $40,000 vehicle. But same with the jobs I've had. Some people don't have a license and they would have to get a ride to work. So then the bosses can kind of hold you back. They can say, well, we got to pick you up, and it costs us money and gas and everything. And whereas if you're your own vehicle, then you can say, hey, like I'm driving my own vehicle, it's costing me gas, wear and tear on it, and you can negotiate a little bit. Your Bf6 okay, that's cool. Some of you get your license at 16 or 17. Yeah, depending on where you live. Here in Canada, I believe unless it's changed, it was 16, and then you got to wait 8 months, I think. At the time, like when I got it a long time ago, it was you got to wait 8 months. Pardon me, if you have driver's ed. Hey, Dueno, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it. Great stream yesterday, bro. Great stream. Minus the Johnny Cage spamming. I wasn't always like able to talk to you. I had my sound down at different times, but I was watching it and I was like, oh my god, this guy is psycho. Like that guy literally wouldn't even let you touch the ground a lot of games. You had a couple good battles with him, but like once he got into his combos, bro, he was just like, I'm telling you, he had Dueno, he probably had a sweatband, bro. Probably had a sweatband, just sweating it out. Like the sweat lord of all sweat lords on Mortal Kombat, guys. Dueno usually wins, and this guy he was fighting was like, he was the real life Mortal Kombat final boss. And Dueno got him like a couple times, and I turned the sound up, and I was like, yeah, he's not happy. I don't blame him. But it was a great stream, bro. It was a great stream. I think that's the first time, Dueno, that I've seen you stream with the camera. Like I've seen you stream before, but you didn't have yourself in the stream. I don't think, unless I'm mistaking you for somebody else. But I'm pretty sure that was the first time I seen you with a camera. Is that new? And thank you so much for sharing me on the community tab. Thank you. Much obliged for the help and the support. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the first time I've seen you. Like I've seen your face. Obviously, you have it in different videos and shorts and whatnot. But yeah, to have the cam going, and it was kind of cool because you positioned it like down in the middle. It was nice. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, no problem. Of course. You guys should for sure check out Dueno's channel. Yeah, you think so? Okay, fair enough. Right on. Yeah. I should probably get a cam. I think it's more engaging. Definitely more engaging for people. You see people's faces, you see their facial reaction, and a lot of people, it's just like they're curious. Like a ton of people were like, hey, face reveal, and I was like, face reveal. I was like, you don't want to see this old ugly mug, bro. I felt like it was just gonna give people ammunition to throw at me. Noah had it? Okay, cool, that's awesome. Do I think you should use the face cam more often? I do, yeah, 100%. I think it's just more engaging, right? You know, and like, not for me. I don't, like, personally, I don't care. I'll watch people whether they have a face cam or not, but I do prefer the face cam if I'm watching, if I'm a viewer, right? So yeah, if I'm a viewer, I do prefer it for sure. You just see their facial reactions, and it's just a little bit more personal, I guess. You know, I mean, hey, you had us like in your bedroom, bro. You're literally right in your bedroom. You know, but yeah, I think it's better. You know, like, I get it. Sometimes, like, people are private, or, you know, maybe you're just, I don't know, maybe some people are having a bad hair day and they're like, yeah, I don't really want to show my hair today or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's better for sure. Yeah. But to be honest, I liked your other streams too. Like, because, you know, for me, I don't know. I think honestly, my honest opinion about it is, if you're a woman, you 100% should face cam. You 100% should, because you're gonna have a ton of males and, you know, maybe even females jumping in your stream. You know, especially if you're attractive. But yeah, people like to see the reaction on your face. Exactly, exactly. You know what I mean? It's more personal. It's like more like, you know, and even if it's like, I don't know, even if it's bad, like, that's the thing, you know, like, even though you're like, that guy was being super spammy and annoying, like, I think people would rather see you just be in disgust and be like, oh my god, this guy again, because you knew right away it was him, right? You know, and you feel it more, right? It's more of a, yeah, yeah. I've been honestly meaning to do, I might do some live streams where I'm just like chilling and talking, with my phone. I might do that as well. But I do feel like it's more engaging though. Yeah. Do you have to work today? Or are you working at the market? You got to be a people person today. You just posted 2 days ago? What did you post, bro? What did you post, Mr. Jaden? Oh, you posted 1 day ago. Slaps with my sis. Okay, I'm not going to be able to watch this right now. But I will throw you a like, and I'll throw you a comment. But I will watch this later. I will watch this later. Like, I'll be honest, I'm not actually gonna like watch it, but I'll turn it on and I'll view it for the whole duration of it. Okay? Like, I'm an honest person, guys. Like, the slap thing is not gonna be like, I'm not gonna be actually attentive to that. But I will support you though. Cheated, am I gonna do like Noah did? Yeah, something like that, I think. You bought the PlayStation camera a couple years ago. Okay, very cool. Very cool. I had one for the PlayStation 4. You know what's funny, guys? I'll tell you a funny story. When I had a PlayStation 4, like, I've always wanted to stream. And yeah, and I've always wanted to stream, and I had a lot of people over the years, like, you know, I played a lot of games. Destiny, I was really good at Destiny 1. Call of Duties, I've been very good at. And people have always said to me, like, oh, bro, do you stream? Why don't you stream? You should stream. Because they would be dead or something and, like, watching me play. And I just have, like, a good moment. You know, it's not like I play like that every game. I'm not trying to make it like I'm cracked or, you know, whatever. But I'd have a good game. And then people would say, compliment you and say, like, hey, you should stream. And I was like, I always wanted to, but I'm just not very technologically inclined. Like, I'm not, you know, I don't know anything about OBS. I tried to kind of learn, but I'm just, you know, my problem is, guys, I started with a computer way too late. You know, I started using a computer when I was like 20 years old. And I know that seems like, yeah, you should still be able to learn it and stuff, but I just, you know, I used it mostly for gaming. Really. I usually used it for gaming. You're better than your BF at MK8? Nice. Oh, thanks, Maddie. I appreciate that. Yeah, it does make you interact more with your viewers, Dueno. Yeah, it does. It really does. And like I said, like, people are always curious what you look like, right? You know? Like, who's the man, who's the woman behind the, you know, the voice? You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys agree with that, but, you know, it's kind of cool. Like, I feel like people not knowing what I look like is kind of cool, because there's an allure you know, like you're almost like, you know, I don't know if you guys watched Inspector Gadget. Some of you young people probably haven't seen it, but it basically was this show, and the villain, Dr. Claw, you never saw his face. You saw his like hands and that he had like a cat, but you always wondered what he looked like. So there's something cool about not knowing what people look like, but then at the same time people want to know. So like now I think that I have a bunch of subs. If I actually show my face sometimes, I think a lot of people would be like super like, "Oh, I want to see this." Like, you know, he's actually showing his face. I really think that. You know, and like I said, like there's something very just human about raw emotion, whether it's anger, you know, like you could rage, Dueno, not saying that you would rage because you don't strike me as that type, but you could rage and you would literally get a lot of people in there because they would be like enjoying it more. You know what I mean? It's weird how it works. Like it doesn't seem that way. Like you think, oh, if you're super chill and you're super easygoing and nice and kind, then all these people will come and they'll stay. No, they'll get bored. The reality is if you're like almost like, what the hell's going on? You know, you're freaking out. People be like, oh, I want to see what's next. Like he's losing his mind. He's about to break something. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like those, you guys seen those videos where somebody rages, you know, kid rages over video game. They take their keyboard and smash it. You know what I mean? Like I almost want to just make one where I'm not even mad or nothing. I just act like I am and just, you know, get a keyboard from from Goodwill or something cheap and just smash it into pieces and make a short, and people be like, oh, I want to see this guy. I guarantee you they would. It's weird like that. But yeah, thanks Maddie for doing that. I appreciate it. He didn't get it to work, so he played Jamboree. I saw him switch over to Jamboree. I saw that. That's too bad. You know, I mean, honestly, maybe the hotspot is kind of hot and cold sometimes. I don't know how those even work, man. But yeah, I completely agree, Dueno. You know, with the more interactive with your viewers. And like I said, I think a lot of people like, you know, whether it's physical attraction or some other reason, just curiosity. They want to know what you look like. You rage quit yesterday because Noah screwed you over for your star? Oh no, oh no. Hey, it gets pretty serious over the stars. Hey, it gets pretty serious over the stars. I missed that actually, Maddie. I think I went to eat. I missed that, you raging. Chance time? I gotcha. Okay. I have played Mario Party, not too much. When I played it with Ruthless Riley, he was helping me out a bit, like explaining what different things do. And it didn't help, because I still lost. He beat me, but yeah. You closed the game, laugh out loud, yeah. I've done that on Battlefield 6. I went 2-11 the other day, and I was like, yeah, guys, that's it. I'm done. Like, I'm not. For me, it's embarrassing. It's like, I'm on here. I'm putting myself out there. I'm trying my best. I'm a grown individual, and a lot of times, I'm playing Fortnite, and these kids are killing me. Like, and I know they're kids. I see the way they're jumping around like jackrabbits. That must be a kid. And they're hitting me every time. I'm like, whoa. You know, Battlefield, I don't mind as much when I die or lose because I know it's just like that in Battlefield. Like, you're gonna die. There's gonna be times where a tank comes from one side, a chopper comes from another, and then the plane or a sniper kills you. Like, it's just craziness. But in Fortnite, I get pretty mad, I'm not gonna lie. I try and hold it in because I'm like, you know, it's a video game, right? But I'm not gonna lie, like, in my head, I'm thinking, what is this? You know, a 7-year-old kid, a 5-year-old just, you know, toying with me. He picks me up on his back and he's carrying me around like... I try not to say anything about it though, because I don't want to, you know, some of my viewers are probably like, yeah, dude, that's me, I'm cracked. Like, what? And most of my viewers, to be honest, chat, are very young with Fortnite, like the ones that want to play. And generally, I always say this, a lot of them are like Ruthless or like Elliot. They're good at the game and they want to kind of show off, you know, how good they are. It's kind of funny. And then I'm like, I'll die and I'll be watching them and I'll be like, oh my god, this kid, like, I don't want to one-on-one this kid. I'm good, live at 10:52 Central. Nice. I think you wanted to say I'm going, but yeah, cool. Right on. I'll try and hop in your stream, Maddie. I will try and be there. Maddie, here's what I want to know. What's up with the 52 part? Why not 11? Just curious. It just and it's like it was last time was like 52. Hey Jonas, ¿cómo está mi amigo? Muchas gracias. Thank you for the like, bro. And if you guys haven't checked out Jonas Sales 99, go check him out. He's got like 10.5 thousand subs. He has a really cool support stream. And you know, despite the fact that he speaks Spanish, he always says hello to me in English every single time, and it's not a nice, excited hello, you know. I don't know, because I like to go live at that time. Okay, fair enough. Just because here's why I'm asking, Maddie. Most people would say 11 or 10:30 or whatever, right? That's fine, but you're always at 10:52. That's just like it's your thing, it's your niche. That's cool. I just wondered maybe if it was like you get off of an activity at a certain time and you're like, hey, I want to go live like very like at the earliest moment possible, so that way I can go live for a certain amount of time, right? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Well, hey, do whatever suits you. Do whatever you like to do. You know what I mean? I was just curious because a few times you've said 10:52, and I was like, that's just that's different. And I always find obscurities with differences with what people do. I'm always curious. What makes people tick? I overthink maybe. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining, the likes and everything. Noah almost leaves. NWTI. Okay. Well, I hope he has a great day at school. I hope he graduates very soon. I know you guys are supposed to get married. What was that, 2027? Is that what you said? I look forward. Hey, here's what I want to know, Maddie. Are you guys going to have a YouTube wedding? Is it going to be a live wedding? That would be wonderful. I think somebody else will have to hold the camera. You guys will be a little bit busy, but hey, you guys could find a camera woman or cameraman that could document the whole thing. I would love to be there. Yes, maybe? Okay. Oh, hey, what's up, Solomon? There's another gentleman whose stream you should go check out if you guys have not checked him out. He was plugging me all day. I felt bad because like all those people except for the last one, I've met them all, but I appreciated it still. It's not like it's like any less of a appreciation there. But that with the last person, I didn't know who they were, so I definitely hooked up with them. But yeah. But yeah, no, it's going good. It's going good, bro. We're just chilling. I just got on just recently. I was in Solomon's stream for quite some time yesterday. It was rather enjoyable. He is super interactive. He reads everything. Everything. Basically stops his game. He was playing Valhalla, Viking game. You know what's funny about that game, Solomon? I have it, or maybe I had it. Hold on. Oh no, I have it still. I have that game, and I started it, and I can't remember if it was like Call of Duty or something else, grabbed me, and I don't know. I never went back to it. Aw, bro. My man. Aw, dude, thank you, Solomon. Man, guys, I want to apologize as well, and I'm going to have to do this a bunch of times. Somebody sent me a gift the other day, and I missed it completely. So if you guys ever see anything like that, try and say something, because like sometimes my chat, I know people spam in it. It sucks. It's not necessarily their fault. Some people just can't help it, given how God made them or whatever you want to call it, right? The nature of things, that's how they are. But But yeah, if anybody ever does gift me something, please just like say a bunch of stuff in the chat about it, because I missed a gift and I feel awful. Like I don't even have a clue who did it. But thank you so much, Solomon. Solomon, do you still ride that motorcycle, bro? I gotta ask you a couple questions. Cheated Noah's moving down here in May 2027. That's very nice. That's very nice. That's a long way away from home, isn't it, Maddie? You guys don't live close. You have to be patient with how repetitive. Gotcha. That's fair. That's fair. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I ask anything? Sure. What would I ask? Because I was looking at, like, for some reason it said I can't add you on Facebook. It was like you don't know this person. I was like, he already followed me. I was like, whatever. We exchanged words, but whatever. But you have a profile like mine where it's like open and you can just kind of look. And I was looking at some of your stuff, bro. I was definitely looking at some of your stuff. But yeah, that bike is dope. That's a really nice bike. Like, what does that bike cost? Is that very expensive? Is it like 10, 12 plus $1,000? Not a big deal. It's it's nothing serious. I was just like, whatever. I just wanted to friend you because I was like, whatever. This is my bro. Pardon me. We probably can. Yeah, Maddie. Sure, we probably can. 2007 Suzuki GRX 750. Ooh, that's got some power, bro. Ooh, that's got some power, dude. Guys, 750 means that's CCs. So if you guys aren't familiar, when I talk about my dirt bikes, I had a 250, and it was insane. Like, my 250cc was insane. Because when you're on two wheels, guys, that's a lot of power for us, like the lightweight of the vehicle. And you got to remember, chat, if you haven't never ridden a bike, it's like Evel Knievel said, it's not a matter of if you're gonna fall, but a matter of when. Okay, if you ride a motorcycle or a dirt bike or anything, you're gonna tip it over, you're gonna fall, and yeah, you have nothing protecting you, guys. Like, it sucks. Where can you say your name? Well, you know what, Maddie? Maybe at a different time. Maybe not like right at this particular second. Just go. Maybe go on like one of my old videos or something. And say it on one, right? Say part of it, like your first name, let's say. Obviously Maddie, right? Or you could even just say, hey, Cheated. This is my name, and then I'll see it, and then I'll delete the comment, so that way it doesn't stay up, so nobody can really. I mean, you can say your name in here if you want. It's up to you, but it's I understand if you want to kind of keep it private. I don't blame you. Yeah, it's a great bike. Nice. Solomon, I always wanted a motorcycle. Like, I love motorcycles. I'm just very nervous about whether or not I would survive on one, because I really like I like going fast. It's, the adrenaline and everything. And I definitely dumped every single one of my dirt bikes. I can assure you guys of that. And in a couple cases, well, most of the cases, it was because of speed. I was going too fast, lost control. Grass can be slippery. I'm sure Solomon knows. Grass is a road bike's enemy. Like sand and grass. I've never ridden a bike, but I've always heard people say, like, grass clippings and stuff, they will be your worst enemy out there. Or sand. Tip your bike. Have you ever fallen, Solomon? That I gotta ask. Have you ever taken a wipeout on that sucker? I'm correct, yeah. Even wet grass, like, and dirt bike tires obviously have a lot more grip than what he's riding. His are very, like, smooth, you know what I mean, for the speed and probably the comfort of the ride, right? They're not, dirt bike tires have a lot of, like, grip and a lot of ridges, and, like, I would go on wet grass and it was like ice. It felt like, almost, especially when you go fast. But yeah, Duino, you're the man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Low side of the bike, you didn't have confidence? I see. I see. It's your fault. Right. Well, you know, it's like, it's so dangerous because you're a very small object too. So I was lucky when I was dirt biking. Most people, especially a dirt bike, is loud usually, you know, whereas like somebody might not hear you. Somebody might not hear the bike coming through, and it's just like wham. Yeah, so nice to see the bros in. I'll start playing. You know what annoyed me, boys? The other day I did a talk stream that was like really cool. Solomon, you were there. I'm pretty sure Dueno, you were there. I think Maddie was there too. I think all you guys were pretty much there. And I did this talk stream, and I was in the campaign, and they have this music, and it copyrighted me. It didn't give me a strike, okay? So I'm not like in trouble. But I can't use that video towards, you know, monetization. So it's like, I don't know, it was like a 40-hour, pardon me, watch stream. So for me, that's a lot of people that watch me, bro. It is. It was 8 steady for 5 hours, and then I can't get the hours for it unless I edit those stupid songs out. I couldn't believe it. I was like so annoyed by that. And it's like in the game. Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. Like, and in Fortnite I have the stuff off, so you know I don't get copyrighted or in trouble for it, right? Don't get strike. I got a strike already, chat. I took this video. I'll admit I shouldn't have taken the video and used it, but it was a cool little short, and it was somebody else's property essentially. So it was plagiarism. I shouldn't have done it. And they said it was animal cruelty in the video, which it wasn't, but somehow that's what it got flagged for. And they gave me a strike, and I was like, what the hell? So but it didn't actually commented on an old video. Okay, cool, right on. But yeah, it didn't affect me because I could go back and do like some sort of course where I would learn how to avoid doing things in the future. So that's why I'm kind of, you know, got a little bit nervous about music and all this stuff that I play on my, or anybody plays, you know, like I'll be listening to people and they have an echoey mic in Fortnite, and they'll be playing the emotes or the songs, and it'll come through on my stream. So I'm kind of nervous about that. That's kind of why I mute a lot of people sometimes. Yeah, YouTube is strict, bro. Yeah. I mean, in a way, I get it. It's a little crazy. It's a little overboard, in my opinion. That's just my own opinion. But in a way, I get it because, like, let's say, if this was valuable, right, chat? Like, if this stream was valuable, and I put my heart and effort, and I'm talking to you guys, and I'm interacting, and blah, 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 whatever, you know, I'm here for 5 hours. It's video games for me. But I'm just saying, like, if it was, like, a song, right, that somebody put hours or whatever, bro, like they edited it and did all the stuff, and now I come by and I just like take it. That's pretty disheartening. I get where people are like, hey man, you know, that's my stuff. It'd be like somebody coming in your house and stealing something from you that you worked for, you know. Everybody's had something stolen, and nobody likes that happening to them. So I get it, but they are a little bit wild with it, bro. A little bit, but I guess they probably gotta be. There's no in between. You're either stop it from happening and protect people's copyrights or whatever, or intellectual property, if you will, or you don't. I think that thing's gonna get cooked. Yeah, it's cooked. Oh no. I'm cooked. Okay, can't hit a shot. I'm gonna die. Can't hit a shot this morning, chat. Sometimes it'd be like that. Problem is, I know they're gonna be in this door soon. What is that guy doing? This is bots. This is bots. With over 700,000 players, I've seen a lot of that stuff, to be honest. Wayno, I've seen a ton of it. Triple. Oh no, behind me. Yep. I've seen a ton of on Facebook. Well, because you know how it is, guys. If you guys know anything about first-person shooters, you know, competitiveness in games and whatever, it's just like that, right? But Call of Duty and Battlefield, there's always like this one's better, this one's better. I like both of them personally. I'm sort of down the middle. Like, if you really like real sort of battles, then I think Battlefield is better. But if you like the movement a little bit different and like kind of, I don't want to say fake, but if you like a little bit different movement, then you probably like Call of Duty better, right? Like, that's just the way it is. You had to die. But that's just, I don't know, it's personal preference, really, like anything, right? Like, everybody's subjective to their own personal taste, like. But yeah, I think both games are awesome. Personally, like, I don't know, I couldn't make any better. Oh, I got you right there. Oh, he's dead, chat. He's so dead. Oh, you knew that was happening. He had nothing. He was already hurt too. This other plane was onto him. But yeah, you know, I mean, I think both are good. But yeah, it's interesting to see. I wanted to see how BF would do. Oh my God, I did it again, chat. Where'd that go? I'm gonna die out here. Wow, I did it again. Nice shot. Nice shot. Hopefully by next year I want to upgrade the storage of my PS5. Yeah, you know what? I need to do the same thing. Mine is totally full, Dueno. I totally understand what you're saying. 2 terabyte SSD in my PS5. I wonder what that would cost. That's probably pretty expensive here, let alone in Jamaica. I would imagine in Jamaica that's going to be a little bit more money because, I don't know. Maybe it's less, but I just feel like technology on an island, you know, most things, chat, when it comes to an island, they can be very expensive. My sister's done a lot of traveling. I haven't so much. When I was in Croatia, and they have a ton of islands, when I would go to islands, like peanut butter, honey, a lot of stuff was really, really expensive. But yeah, I think it probably depends on the thing. But my sister used to tell me, like, any islands that she ever went to, like, she went to a ton of them. She worked in the Caribbean at different times. She was in Hawaii, and, you know, would tell me about how much stuff was there. It was insane. But yeah. You still here? Right on, right on. You always wait on a sale price? Yeah. I'm the same way. You know what? I buy a lot of stuff, guys, off Facebook Marketplace. I've had a couple of bad experiences, of course. But, ooh, that guy's flying high. But, you know, that's just kind of how it goes with used stuff, right? Most of the time it's been pretty good, though. But I try to get stuff for cheaper. I don't really like paying full price. That's why I play a lot of games after they come out. You know, they're just a lot cheaper. People don't want them anymore, and they're kind of... I haven't flown, it feels like, in days, but I know it hasn't been that long. Oh, you have one shot. There you go. Alright, when I read chat, I gotta remember I gotta go a bit higher. Me and Noah gonna go on a Disney cruise? What? Disney cruise? Carnival? Nice. Leah in one of the chats. I think you were in there, Solomon. I think she was saying it in your chat, maybe. But I was in so many chats yesterday, so. But she was saying she's going on a cruise too, Leah Marie. Which is pretty cool. I've never been on a cruise. I think that would be pretty neat, for sure. I think that would be pretty neat. I'm gonna get this plane right now. We might be below deck now. He definitely has some people. Oh yeah, it does. There's Bill. Boom, see ya. No, 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 no. We're down the chopper or on the plane. Oh, 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 oh. Not what I wanted to do. It might be the other chopper. It is. Oh, it is. Took him for a ride. He's hurt, chat. Oh, this plane's going after me. I wanted to try different missiles, the tow missile. I saw a guy using it yesterday, chat. Oh, bye! Goodbye! Because it might be pretty good. You know what I mean? Look at this guy. He's just going to get clobbered. Bye. Just crushing him, chat. Just absolutely flying. Like, if I had a gunner right now, could you imagine what we'd be doing in this lobby? The gunner is the one who kills people. Like, most people just fly if they're, you know, a pilot. I think they killed him. Hey, what's up, Lenora? There's another person I saw. She goes in everybody's chat, guys. Check her out. Super nice person. Welcome in, Lenora. Thank you for joining. Sorry if I missed your chat. I'm just flying. Try not to die. You will have fun? Yeah, you will have fun. 100% you're gonna have fun. And I mean, honestly, that's when you gotta travel when you're young, bro. When you're older, you might have a family, you might not have the money or the health. A lot of things can change in your life, but yeah, when you're young, you've gotta, you've gotta do things when you're young. You know, that's the key. That's when you have the most energy, expendable resources. I was lucky, you know, my dad took me on a trip when I was younger to Europe, and then I went back to Europe on my own, paid for everything myself because I enjoyed it so much. And yeah, so I have gotten to travel a lot. Later on in life, I went to United States for some football games. I also went whitewater rafting down the Grand Canyon. I went to Las Vegas a different time. So yeah, I've done a bit of traveling for sure, but it's costly, it's very expensive, but it's really worth it. You know, like they say, you only live once, right? Make the most of it. Try and be positive, even though I'm not. Oh, he should have got him. Oh no, that was late. That was my bad. That was my bad. Oh, hey, Maddie. Welcome back on your boyfriend's account. Yeah, that was bad. I was so late on that. I don't even know who got me, to be honest. I'm going to take a Tums. 1 sec. No problem, girl. Thank you for joining on both accounts. And I thank everybody for joining. It was a pleasure being in your streams. I hope you guys go check these gentlemen or ladies out when they are streaming. Give them some love. Go shoot them a like. And, you know, help that algorithm. Like, some of us need it more than others, you know. I wish I was a good-looking woman with, you know, some big, huge eyes, and I just attracted the whole world. But that's not the case, chat. I need you guys. I need you guys here. But I actually had a lot of fun in both of your guys' chats. And it's funny, Solomon, because I'm glad I found out about those gaming chairs, bro. Because I've wanted one for so long, and I was like, oh, they're really, really expensive. Is it worth it? You know, like, they look pretty durable. They don't look like they fall apart. Like, the chair that I have right now, it was a gift. I didn't even buy it. Whoa, whoa, no, no. This guy's, we're gonna die. I can't even find this guy. Why do I have another missile on me? I mean, this guy's got it. There's got to be a chopper. Wow. It's got to be another chopper, chat. He's just crushing me. Look at these planes. Oh, look at them. Bye. I knew it was another chopper right on my tail. Look at, there's ground troops too. Dang, I'm in so much trouble though because now I have to wait this out. Oh, give me a second, people. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Oh, he dumped. He was like, "Yeah, dude, this sucks." Like, I know it sucks flying. Like, I was watching this guy yesterday, chat, and he's a better pilot than me. First of all, okay, he's just better, no question about it. And he was saying the choppers are too slow. They need more defenses. Like, and it's so true, man. It's so true, man. They need a buff. Like, I know they don't want to make them too strong, because then it's just going to dominate, and then ground troops will hate their life. But, yeah, they really got to do something. Why am I lit up? So weird, chat. I have no idea why that's happening. Oh no! No! Still not a jet. No! I'm gonna take square off, chat. I'm taking square off of, oh yeah, hit it. Oh, 80! Come on! Give me that! Let's go! Sorry if I yelled in your ear, chat. Let's go! Headshot in the air, finally. I've been meaning to do that, chat. I've gotten so many bodies, and that was so awesome. That was an 80. I'm so sorry I just yelled in your guys' ear. Let's go! That was I'm telling you, chat, I've been trying to do that for so long. I know it doesn't seem hard, but you have to judge so far, and then they'll start parachuting different. They'll start, like, pulling up on the parachute or slowing down or speeding up. It's, like, almost impossible to gauge it for me. That is so awesome, bro. That is so awesome. I finally hit it. And it was a headshot, too. I hit him for 80, and I was like, okay, I just need a body. I just need a body. And I literally hit a headshot from the air from there. Unreal. See, right there, chat, you would have loved like, because I got up and I did, like, a fist pump. Like, you would have loved a video cam of that. Like, that's why I stopped moving, because I was like, I was pumped, dude. I've been trying to do that for so long, because I wanted to make, some shorts. And I knew that would be, like, a cool, whoa. I knew that would be a cool, this guy's not moving? Did they kill him? I knew that would be a cool video. Who was this guy? Maybe my dudes killed him. Oh man, that is literally so awesome. I've been wanting to do that. I've killed somebody out of the chopper already. I can't find that clip though. Unfortunately, I did not clip that. It's somewhere. I just gotta go through my stuff, which will never happen. Which will never happen.
Enemy attack confirmed on
Yeah, no, awesome. Thank you, Maddie, for hitting him up. Oh, hey, Fizz. What's up, brother? How are you doing? Coyote will come in a bit. Awesome, awesome. Hey, bring your whole crew, Maddie. You know how it is. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Hopefully Coyote's doing well in Illinois. Oh, man. That feels so good. I think I'm going to lose the chopper now, but... Yeah, can this guy fly? Let's see, chat. Not to be judgmental. We just made him flare. He had to flare. He's going down. He's pretty good. He did what he needed to do. Yep. He's good.
We have secured more objectives.
He's not bad at all. Use this. I can see somebody on the UAV leaving right now. Oh, there's somebody right there too.
Attack support on the marked objective.
Oh! Whoa, that guy literally looked at me, chat. I'm dead. I'm dead. No! The bot killed me.
Need a medic!
Maybe that wasn't even a bot, I don't know. But yeah, welcome on in, Fizz. How you doing? How was your 12-hour stream, bro? I'm sorry I wasn't verbally there. I was there lurking the whole time, but... To be honest, I wasn't feeling well yesterday at all, whatsoever. Woke up with a headache. It went away a little bit, and then I ended up taking Advil, which worked, but then it kind of went away. Like the Advil dissipated, stopped working, and part of it was my ex-girlfriend's dog was barking like insane barking. Little dogs, they're always the worst, man. Like, I like dogs, I love all dogs, don't get me wrong, chat. But if you want to talk about yappy, and, like, they think they're, like, they all have the Rocky syndrome, you know what I mean, chat? Like, they're all 5'3", and they're the toughest little boogers in the world. And they want to fight the Rottweilers and the Pit Bulls, not knowing that, you know, they get chewed up in about 2 seconds. Gone with the wind, as they say. But yeah, she has a little... What is it? It's a terrier...
Our attack on Echo is underway.
Something. It's something terrier, you know? And terriers are little aggressive beasts. That's why pit bulls are the way they are. I don't know if you guys know that, but a pit bull is a terrier and a bulldog mixed together. Oh, 55 vehicle. I know there's somebody right... Okay, he's not in there anymore. Missed my chance. No, I didn't. Oh! In between those two guys. Oh, I knew that tank was going to crush me. I knew that tank was going to crush me. Yeah, you do 12 every Monday and Thursday? That's insane. That's insane, bro. Seemed like 4 hours, not 12? Yeah. Well, you know, I did say a little bit. It's just like... And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, I don't know, man, 12 hours is insane. Like, guys, I stream for 5 hours. Sometimes longer, right? But I always have to eat. Like, I don't know how people can... Maybe if you have something... You know, if you have a wife or whoever bringing you some food or something, or you can just, like, grab something quick, you know, microwave, or... Maybe if you meal prep, I think that would probably be ideal. If you're a good meal prepper, then you could just literally go and grab something that you've prepped and you're good. I'm not that coordinated or, you know, prepared. I wish I was. Even before, when I used to work out and stuff, guys, I never meal prepped. I'll be honest, I never did. Not what I did. Oh, I just missed his head. No! Give me some ammo. Give me some ammo. No! taking Bravo. We have to get Bravo back. We lose that and this is Who says Recon can't hold objectives, chat? Who says that? I want to talk to them. I got a message for them. You used to stream 7 p.m. Friday to 4 a.m. Monday? Back in the WoW days? Holy bro. I used to play WoW a lot, but not like that. Oh, I missed. Oh, now they're gonna be coming from that, and they're taking A. Really bad. First of all, we get A back, which I believe we're doing. Oh, there.
Man down! Man down!
Whoa, that flashlight always screws me up, chat. Oh, somebody's sniping at me. I heard the crack. The snap, crackle, pop. That's when you know you gotta move, chat. That's when you go hide in a tank. My bad for being quiet at the moment. Oh, don't worry about it, Jaden. Don't sweat it, bro. Play. You're still lurking or you're still chilling. But you know, Jaden, make sure you sub to everybody. These are all really good people. Dueno's from Jamaica. You know, I'm not sure if you guys, I don't watch the news, but if you guys have seen, there was like something like 40 people killed. Many people without homes, obviously, and you know, oh, so lucky. 81. You know, many people without homes. Many people missing as well. So, you know, if you guys could go and check out Dueno, just, you know, if you guys have some time at some point, just go check out his channel. And, you know, just leave it on for a while. You know, throw it on, leave it on. They definitely need some help. And Solomon's super cool too, man. Go check out his stream. Really interactive, really nice guy. He literally pauses his game to read my big huge messages. Sorry that I write such huge messages. I know they're kind of annoying to read when you're playing Solomon. But yeah, go check each other out. Jaden is a very young man, I believe from the United States. He's got a crazy cool aura. Very cool aura about him, bro. He strikes me as the type of kid who can just dance. You know, he's got moves. But you will see him in my Fortnite streams. And actually, Jaden, I wouldn't mind playing some Call of Duty if you want, bro. At some point, I haven't played it in a little bit. I still don't mind a little bit of COD here and there. I do have a lot of hours on it, so I do have a lot of hours on it, so it's almost like Fortnite, where I can only play so much of it now, and then I get pretty bored. Same old, you know? But, yeah, definitely if you want to play some COD later, let's do it, bro. What was that? Oh, ow, and behind, too. Ouch. Kind of reset here. We are not doing very well with the objectives. We are about to lose this game, and that is stupid because... we were winning. That is actually really stupid. Whatever. Oh, I couldn't get down. Just let me know when and we can play. Right? Nice. Yeah, Dueno's an awesome guy. Like, honestly, this is what I'll tell you about Dueno that I love. I never share his stuff because I don't do that. Like, you know, it's not something I do. This guy comes in, likes, shares every single day. I see him in tons of other people's streams as well. So he kind of does what I do and tries to reciprocate. Like if you come in my stream, like yesterday Solomon was streaming. He was streaming Valhalla. I was in there for, you know, a couple hours, I think, you know. Same thing with Dueno. Dueno, I was almost in there his whole stream. And the reason why I did that, guys, is because it's important to kind of, you know, if somebody supports you and helps you, like when you have some time, or even, you know, yesterday I was doing other stuff, so I said, hey, I got you lurking. I was lurking in Fizz's stream on my tablet all day long. Like it was literally 100% of the whole stream. That guy's gonna die for sure. But you know, oh wow. Oh, I'm dead. Missed every shot with a pistol. Holy. Yeah, no worries, bro. No worries. No, honestly, I think that's so important. Like, there's a lot of people who streams, and like, even if you haven't came in my stream, like, if you're part of the whole community, I'll try and go in there and give you a chance, right? But I'm not gonna lie, chat. It is a little bit disheartening when you go into people's streams and you know you support them, you say hello, or like Dueno, he likes, shares, you know, and yeah, you know, then he would kind of move on. And the whole thing is I understand why Dueno has to do that a lot of times, because I'm just gonna lie down behind here and just talk for a second. But you know, he like, first of all, the man has a job, right? He's an adult. Most people who are an adult have, you know, responsibilities. Whether, even if you don't have a job, you got to take care of places, your house, you got to pay bills, do all this stuff, get groceries, whatever. Like, it's a busy thing, especially if you have kids. And then, you know, on top of that, he goes into a lot of streams like I do, so unless you're on a computer and you're like multi-viewing at the same time, it is kind of hard, you know. But like, you know, Fizz co-streams with Piper, so it's like funny. I'm in Piper's stream a little bit talking, then I go over to Fizz's stream talking. You know, I try and balance it out a little bit, right? So that way, because they're both in my stream, so it's not always possible to give everybody back what they give you. But I think that you should try and, you know, give them a little something, like, and it doesn't hurt even, like, I know some people aren't very talkative, like I am very talkative, I probably talk too much, he's honking like, go bro, go, I talk too much, and, you know, people, it's probably annoying, people are probably like, hey, I'm trying to play this game, shut up, but, you know, it is what it is, man. Like, even if people don't answer me, I don't care, because I know it is helping their algorithm. And that means, you know, more people will have a chance to be exposed to them. You know, even those hearts and stuff, people used to do that a lot for me. They don't do it anymore, which I don't care. It's not a big deal. It actually kind of like was distracting me a little bit. I would laugh about it, but it does help, I guess, those emotions or emocons. Oh no! Oh! No! No!
Need a fucking medic!
This guy's a medic right on top of me. Oh, he's up there? What? Way up there.
Contact! Hostile troops sighted!
I don't think he's gonna get me, chat.
Need a medic!
I don't think he's getting me. There's no way.
I'm fucking hit!
We need to rally defense on the marked objective.
Yeah. Yeah, to teach Piper that? Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Well, and you know, especially like, let's say hypothetically, you know, like, let's say it's a key time, right? When, you know, people are, let's say, all streaming at once, right? You know, you're not going to be able to get to all of them. You're just not. Why did it just do that? What? What? Chat. What? Why is it all of a sudden... Why is it thermal? What? That was crazy, chat. It's... What's going on here? That's almost kind of good. Is this showing me what I should be using? You can see them from forever away. Clear as day. That was a nice snipe by that guy. That was annoying. It's kind of throwing me off that it keeps changing and going in and out of it, though. The tank's on to me now, chat. The tank, the tanky, the tank. Yeah, you can't get in everybody's chat all the time. You definitely can't. That's so weird that it's doing that. Literally changing from thermal to not. I've never seen this chat, and I have like a ton of hours in this game. And this scope doesn't do that, I don't think. I don't think. That was a nice shot, actually. Look at this tank just still chilling. You need a tank buster on him. Look at my medic just chilling up here. I've never been up here, chat. Do you think this is a good spot? Or is this like a perch that I'll get sniped off of? Okay. Well, that answers that. I can't even get up there. Like, what is he shooting from up here? Oh, dope shot. This is a good spot, chat. This is a really good spot, actually. Yeah, I see him. To be honest, I think I like that thermal. Like, even if there's smoke, you see everything. Like, I don't know. I might go with the thermal. Oh, another one. 118. Back to the thermal. Just tripping. Oh, we lost this game, chat. No. That's brutal, man. We were winning too, and I don't know. I was trying to get objectives. I was trying. What do we gotta go? We gotta go C now. Yeah, I'm afraid nobody knows.
Our forces are attacking objective Charlie.
I would go up the hill, chat, but we don't have time. We don't have the time. Look right here. Whoa, 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 easy. Easy, people. Oh. Why is it going? Haha. Nice try. Alright. Nobody's up there.
We need attack support on the marked objective.
Oh, it's still close. It's still close, chat. It's probably dumb. Bing! Come on, boys, we got this. 36 to 22. Come on.
Our forces are hitting Delta.
Ding! Let's go. 109. Oh, he got me. Dang. It's close, man. It's close. I can't. I knew that was kind of a dangerous spot. Be right back. You gotta go to the store with your mom. No problem, brother. No problem. You like the thermal scope? Yeah. Do you? It's your channel? Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I've never honestly been a thermal scope guy, but it's pretty good. Like, this is actually really good. I don't know why it's doing this. This shouldn't be happening, obviously. Ah, I missed my chance. Yes! Let's go! Let's go, boys! That was the ultimate comeback. I did not think we were going to do that. I mean, we were winning for a good chunk. They were winning. That was back and forth. I shouldn't say the ultimate comeback, but my team did pretty good. I mean, that's relative, but I definitely came in this game It was already started, I'm pretty sure. What was I? 23-7. I mean, you know, I put in work. Look at my teammate, 53-16. 32-12. This was good. 52 kills with assault rifles. I wonder what he was using. Probably, that looks like that, the gun that everybody uses, the one with the K. I can't even think of what it's called, because I never use it. You used it so little. You have a better stream? Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. For sure, for sure. Well, to be honest, that's why I took a long break from Fortnite. You know, I took a long break from streaming as well. But, you know, I was just, you know, I was really bored of Fortnite. And Fortnite, to be quite honest, Fortnite can be, like, insanely frustrating sometimes playing it. Insanely frustrating. Because, like, you just can't make everyone happy. People get bored of BR or ZB, then other people, they want to play build, and then they're kind of offended or whatever that you won't play build with them, and then they want to coerce me into doing it, and they'll be like, oh, I'll carry you, oh, don't worry, I'll win. And I'm like, no, like, you don't understand, like, I don't want to play it. And I don't want to be rude, because in a lot of cases it's like, you know, I think, you know, people are like, hey, just, you know, just do it, but it's just ends up being not so much fun for me playing build. I just find, you know, and it's not even a matter of whether, like, I respect builders more than non-builders like myself. I think it's way harder to build in Fortnite than it is to just not build and shoot, you know, but I definitely got to get Ghosts of Yotai or Yotei, whatever it's called. Ghosts, the new Ghosts, I have to get that. AMG, I've seen him streaming it. I've been trying not to. I've been watching his stream, but it's weird. And I think Solomon or somebody else was saying this, that they didn't want to spoil it or something like that. Somebody else was saying it. I can't remember who it was. But I've been watching his stream, but not really watching it. Like, just kind of like, you know, more in talking in chat. Yeah, that game looks awesome. Yeah, it really does look awesome. You've been watching AMG play it? Nice. Yeah, you don't want to get too much spoiled. I totally agree. Right? Especially if you're into the story or just, you know, the armor. I mean, I've seen the armor, but I didn't look. Like, anytime when he gets anything, I like make sure I look away, bro. Like, I don't want to know a bunch of stuff. Like, I did, you know, I was like, man, those guys take a lot of punishment, right? The one type of guys. And he was like, yeah, those are brutes. So, like, I do know that, like, just a very minimal, you know what I mean? Like, I'm engaging, I'm trying to ask questions I am curious about, but, you know, at the same time, it's like, yeah, you know, it'd be like someone telling you the end of a movie before, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go watch that new so-and-so movie, and you're like, oh, yeah, it just sucks that the main guy dies. Like, what? No! You know? No! Oh, well, better not watch that now. Oh, nice shot, nice shot. What did that other thing say underneath it? I gotta plug in my mic, 1 sec.
We have initiated our attack on Charlie.
So, Mr. Fizz, how is the weather in good old jolly old London, England, good sir? Today and yesterday, chat, it's been mild. Like, I don't know what's going on in Canada this year, like this part of Canada, but like we have been like spoiled in terms of weather. Like, we never have. We had a big snow, like 2 days full of like crazy amount of snow. But you know, we had a crazy amount of snow, but it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't for long. And then we've had mild weather again. So it's like been very like uncharacteristic. Like, it's not like it snows a lot here, but But yeah, it's usually colder. It's usually much colder. But like September, October was very mild. One more shot, chat, and he's dead. Oh, he got out. Oh, he didn't. Oh, somebody's healing him. Oh no, you're not getting it. Oh no. Oh no, they're killing my tank. No. No, where's my team, bro? Where's my team? Like, anybody. Like, there's literally 2 tanks. I had that tank dead to rights, and then that other one came and freaking saved him. Alright, that is annoying. This is what we're gonna do.
Objective Delta neutralized.
This is what we're gonna do, chat. We are gonna go and bust those up. Go and teach them a good lesson. That was crazy, man. There was like literally a guy in front of me, a guy behind the tank healing it, right? 'Cause that's the only reason why that first tank didn't die. Then the second tank came up and protected it, like 14. Whoa. That was unfortunate. Oh well, I got an extra rocket there.
Charge set, stand by!
Surprised that didn't do more. Oh. No. Oh, right there behind me. Shoot.
Enemies are attacking Delta.
Oh, hey, AMG. Speak of the devil. And hey, guys, speak of the devil and he shall appear. How's it going, bro? We were just talking about how we don't want to get spoiled about ghosts, but we're still watching your stream. Literally, just talking about you, bro. It's so funny. I'm gonna probably die again here. This is like bad spots. Let's see. Am I gonna bust this tank or is he gonna bust me, chat? That's a good question, right? We're not gonna know until.
Attention, our troops are attacking Delta.
Oh, my buddy's in here. Okay. I'll take some ammo and I'll re-chat. But how you doing, bro? Welcome on in. Speak of the angel, no devil around here. Fair enough, fair enough. I don't know why they say speak of the devil and he shall appear when, like, you know. Fair enough, fair enough. You're probably almost done, ghosts. Somebody in your chat was saying that it was like, what did they say? Like, I think 30% left, I believe. That's what they said. So you're pretty far through, man. Oh, wow. That was a crazy aim up there. Wishing to get home, I see. What do you do for work, AMG? I don't think I've ever asked you that. Medic runs right by me? Do your job, bro. Do your job. Oh, well, that's why he ran by. He was like, yeah, I'm out of here, bro. You can have fun with that. You can have some fun with that. I don't even know why I'm being engineer still. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't even really need to be engineer anymore. Let's go back to recon. I like engineering. It's all the time and the place. Oh, and this is not the time and the place. Depends which job. Oh, okay. Government agency. Wow. Right on, bro.
I need a fucking medic!
Sometimes your teammates get you. Not today. Not today. My team is like, sorry, bro. You're on your own. Wow, we lost Echo. I'm just gonna go back here. That's my best bet. Start from the start. That's crazy, and you got multiple jobs. Multiple jobs, good for you, bro. I have been there before, chat, for a very long time. I was a drywall mudder. I did texture spray ceilings, California knockdown, some people call it orange peel, you know. So I did that with my dad since I was a kid. And then I started painting. So at one time I was, like, when I was really young, I had, like, a few different gigs. I would cut lawns, you know, babysit, and work with my dad. And then later on in life, I would work a little bit with my dad. I would help him out. I would go in the mornings or in the afternoon after work, you know, and I would go and do construction. And then in between that, I would, almost. Oh, 62. I'm so gutsy. Oh, he knew that was close. And then, yeah, I would, you know, so I'd paint during the day, and then I would, like, sand walls and, you know, whatever needed to be done. You know, pull the box, do screws, whatever. You know, there's a ton of jobs in mudding that you have to do. Oh, so close. Oh, and this guy nails me. Dang. That's cool. Are you streaming today, Mr. Solomon or Mr. AMG or Mr. Dueno? I doubt Dueno is, because Dueno seems like it's like, you know, every, I don't know, whatever, 3 days, a week, whatever it is, right? I think I gotta go back to Pop Gun. Oh no, I had an easy shot at him and I wasted it. 75, this is getting one. There we go. He turned around because he's a bot. You know, like, you really think that they would program these bots a little bit better than that. You know? Payback, guaranteed. Yeah, that was the guy that hit me. This is actually kind of nice. I bet you they can't see in this barbed wire, chat. I bet you this is how, I've never done this, but I bet you they can't see as well. Like, they'll see you if you're spotted, obviously, duh. You got, you know, Dorito over your head. But yeah, I bet you it's decent for cover. Studio treat me well today? Laugh out loud, yeah. Yeah, you're at 5? What time zone, bro? What time zone? Oh yeah, I think you said Georgia, right? I think you said he's Georgia. And I said, to be honest with you, I'm such a fool, I don't even know what time zone that would be. I can't... Is Georgia east? I don't think so. It can't be. I think this guy came up to the same place. Oh, he's close. Yeah, I see him. I think he is on that mountain, just chilling. Oh. My left joystick is tripping. It's like literally moving backwards on the phone now. Damn. That's my own guy. It's a little bit distracting behind that wire too. I don't know if I like it. Honestly, chat, I still don't even know if I like this sniper more than the other one. I don't know. I do like it. It's got power, but the other one's good too. Questionable. My guys are pushing up. This isn't going to be a good angle anymore. Oh, we have C, so I have to move up. I have no choice. 10 p.m. for you. Oh, 5 Eastern? Oh, gotcha. Right on, okay. I will definitely hop in, bro. And if you guys can, you know, if you have the time, you are available. Oh, go check out his stream. Super cool guy. And every bit helps. You had a good showing though yesterday, to be honest, Solomon. You had a really good showing. Like 8 people. Oh, that was so lucky, chat. That was so lucky. There's one little bullet, and I'm never gonna like, look at this, how long it takes. I'm never gonna hit him a second time. Never. So that's how you have to play that as a sniper. That's what people don't understand. They think sniping is like all sunshine and lollipops. Like, yeah, if you don't hit your shot, it's not lollipops. If somebody has an AR or LMG, I mean, yeah, good. Have fun with that, bro. You're really at a disadvantage. You're at an advantage if you're accurate and you get a headshot. Or if they're already hurt. Ooh. That was pretty crazy. Oh, that was so close. That was not so close. Oh, there's tons. They're moving back. Oh, how did you get cooked? Change positions. Oh, look at my team. They're like, get me back here. This guy I can get back. He's in a good spot.
Okay, I got you.
Even though not one of my teammates ever got me back, chat, I am that one. I'm that sniper. Stop what I'm doing. Let's play. Let's play as a team. Let's try and win. This guy's in a bad spot. I don't think I can get him. I've already learned from my mistakes on doing that type of stuff. Can I get up on this? 80 again. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. You're racing with your boyfriend Coyote? Nice. Nice. I hope Coyote's well. You will see me? Mattaboy. Mattaboy. What about you, Sir Fizz? Are you streaming a couple hours? Because I need to do... Fizz does 2 12-hour streams, but he also streams around 2 Eastern, if I'm not mistaken, at different points. You know, from what I've seen, it's like, it varies. It depends on the game, but, you know, a couple hours. A couple hours stream during the day. Whoa. Okay. Not my cup of tea, chat. A tank where I'm in a narrow hole, essentially ready to die. This is a good place for a trapper, chat. You will see somebody get killed on that later. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. No doubt about that. Oh no! I hate when they have D&C in this. I absolutely hate that. I have to play so weird as a sniper. I have to play like attack sniper or something. Or like, what you have to do is you have to like literally run by D, which I can't even do. Oh hey. Get your own boy back. He didn't. Dang, I gotta worry about this guy now. He's not even getting him back? What a teammate, chat. What a teammate. He is not a chat, as they say. He is a jerk. He's like, I'm not getting you. Sorry. Oh, there's the trapper. I called it. Called it on the pot, no races. I called it. I said, this is where you want to put them. Because they always go up through that. And it's so narrow, right? It's such a good choke point. It's a good place if you have an AR or LMG. You could literally just sit there and wait for them to push E. Because they will. They'll push C from that spot, and they'll push E. I feel like they've left D, but... I don't really want to find it hard. Solomon, are you going to be doing more, that was definitely somebody on my butt. Are you going to be doing more, Valhalla? And how far are you through Valhalla? Like, what percentage-wise? You might not know, but, like, you know, you might be like, hey, I'm 40 hours in or something like that, you know? I'm just curious. Because your guy looked like he had a lot of gear. Like his sword was massive. You know what I mean? I don't think that's like your starter sword that the game gives you. Maybe it is. I don't know. But like, he looked like he had some gear on. It was like AMG. AMG looked like he had been collecting some gear. Whoa, that guy's up on the mountain. So you know they're gonna come from D. I'm gonna come from D and the top of C. This is a good place to get kills. Oh, just missed you. No! I'm not gonna get another good chance. He'll probably come right here. Kill me. Went up there. That's surprising. That's genuinely surprising. Here. Probably stab him to death. Let's move back. Whoa! Whoa! No, behind me. I got a UAV. This might help. I think my teammate just saved me too. Yeah, my teammate just did now. I thought he did earlier. There's gotta be 2 mines there. Yeah. Oh, that was so close, Jack. I think that was chopper, man. Go hide in here for a second. We on track in MK8. It's a bathroom. Oh, interesting, interesting. You don't think you're close on beating Valhalla? Honestly, playing just to have something to play, chat with whomever comes in and chill with me. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. How's my day? Cheated? It's going great, Jaden. Thank you for asking. Thank you very much for asking, bro. Hopefully you guys all check out Jaden's channel. He's a young goated Fortnite player. Him and his buddy were really, really good, to say the least. And yeah, he's just good energy. Like, bro, you have really, really cool energy. Is that like something from your family, Jaden? Or is that just you? Just unique to you? Because I feel like maybe your family is like that, you know? They just got like upbeat energy. Some people got that. It's like Elliot, you know, he's got limitless energy. Oh, okay, come on. Yeah, there we go. Where's your friend, though? Where's your friend that I 80'd? Oh, no, he freaking... That was a double hit? How does that even make sense, chat? He shot one rocket at, or a grenade. Oh, your mom? Okay, fair enough, bro. Fair enough. She's got cool vibes, then. Your mom has very, very cool vibes. For sure. Yeah, I kind of figured you got it from somebody, you know? Usually that's like infectious. It's like having a positive attitude, you know? A lot of women in my life have had like this really infectious positive attitude, you know? And it's just like, I'm like a Debbie Downer kind of person, to be quite honest. So I need people like that in my life. Appreciate it.
We have secured Echo.
No, they crushed that rebellion. This guy's running for his life now. Dead. Like Elliot, dead, dead, dead. Oh.
Defensive position is needed on the marker.
You stop moving. Oh, 90. There's no way. I'm at a higher incline than him. I have the bullets as well that go long distance. Rangefinder as well. That was right on his head, and it gave me a 90. Game, get out of here. Alright, let's see if I can fly the chopper better than I can snipe right now. But yeah, it's crazy that there's 8 of you guys in here. I appreciate it. Oh, hey, Elliot. Got to go. Miss you, bro. Yeah, I miss you too, man. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful sleep. Thank you. Maybe I'll see you later. And, of course, I get the chopper jacked for me. Is he full? He's probably full. Oh, he's fighting right now. Oh, he got destroyed by the other chopper, chat. Oh. Dang, maybe it's a good thing I wasn't in there with him, or if I'm flying it myself, that probably would have been me. See, Elliot. Everybody check out Elliot's channel. I think you guys all already have, probably. He's another goated Fortnite player. From Norway. The Arctic Circle. I don't even care. I don't even care. Oh man, there goes my mic. One sec, I gotta fix this. Oh my god, I don't even care, chat. If my mic's screwed up, tell me. Oh, it is. Dang. Okay, now it's probably working semi-well. Dang, that was literally hilarious. I run over that ledge. That guy's right there. I panic. I knife him. I knife him again. I can't believe that. I had to knife him 3 times. They must have changed that because before it was 2 knives. They must have changed that. I'm sorry. I was 2 and 504. What does that mean? You know, some of these conversations, chat, when I look over at the text, I really wonder what people are talking about. Like, I just read that one, and I don't even want to say that on chat. It's just weird. This guy took it already. He was like, I want revenge. He was like, I am going for revenge. Oh, and right there too. Perfect. Say again, sorry. Oh, thanks, eMario. I hope you have a good weekend too, Elliot. Say again. Look at this guy already dumped the chopper. Do you think he'll learn now, chat? That's the question. I mean, we're getting dumpstered on anyways. Look at the score. 734 to 275. I mean, I'm not having a bad game. 14 and 11. My team's doing good. 40 and 15, 35 and 9, 15 and 9. Like, these randoms are doing awesome. My team's they're putting in work. Same with this guy, Any Kakin at the top. But yeah, you know, I'm not really sure what they said. I'll read it next time. 100 subs. Nice. I hope you have a wonderful day too, Elliot. And Elliot, make sure that you quickly sub to everybody and throw a comment on their shorts or something like that. Say hello. Say, you know, CD sent me or something. I don't know. Or say, hello from Norway. Oh, sorry. Oh. Are we going to get into, what about a boot? Right? You guys think I'm saying about. When I say about, people are like, a boot? And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? I'm like, you're saying a boot, not me. It's funny though, I get that a lot. I do get that a lot. And I don't mind, like, I don't know, I get it. It sounds funny, like, you know, when I hear people from the south, southern United States, I get a good chuckle. How y'all doing? You know, my cousins from Cleveland used to say, you know, are you mad? Are you sad? Are you bad? I was like, oh my god. Wow. Chat, I had 4 or 5 people to shoot at there. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing doing. I hit a 64. I mean, I hit something, but... You know, honestly, one of the coolest things, chat, Doyle said he might have a new job, so he might be around now. Which is really, really cool, because he's been on nights. I actually really miss him. Doyle's cool as hell. He's like, he's been one of those people in my stream who's like been consistently just the same individual, you know, chat? I like people that don't change. You know, I get it, you're having a bad day or something like that, but I just like consistency out of people. It tells me that's actually who you are. And not just upfront, you know, because, whoa, this guy's right on top of me. Can I get a audio cue? Anything, game? Anything? Holy, anything. This guy's literally dancing on my grave. Read my message? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. You're done with your game finally? Nice, bro. When your cousins visit from Canada, we have a blast just picking apart our accents and slang. Oh, of course, of course. I mean, you can't take it too seriously. Like, it's not like I'm going to be like, oh my god. You know, when I was in Croatia visiting my family, I was trying to relearn the language essentially. I could understand it really well, but I was having a really hard time saying certain words and just, you know, putting together a consistent sentence that, you know, didn't sound stupid, basically. You know, it was like broken, when you hear broken English, somebody's brand new in Canada, right? You probably think like, oh, what the hell? Do you know what you're saying? And, you know, in many cases they do, but they don't, and they're just trying to put it together. It's hard on the fly. It's hard on the fly, though. And it's difficult too. Oh. It's difficult too. You know, when it's not your native tongue or something like that, it's weird. So I totally understand where, like, when I was in Croatia, you know, they have a lot of L's and J's, and if you don't say the J with the L, I had a really hard time with that pronunciation. If you don't say that, then you say a different word, and then it sounds totally different, right? The sentence, the whole, everything is thrown off. There's somebody out there. I saw a fire. Oh, there. Yeah, a bit above him. Boom! 159 to the head. He hit me too, but he did not hit me in the head. Hey, AD, how you doing, bro? Welcome on in. Oh, I'm getting hit still? I'm literally laying here reading chat. Oh, to my right. I mean, I didn't even know the game was over. I was just like, whatever, dude. I can't snipe and read chat, so I just gotta literally freaking stop. Take you 7 days? Wow. Okay. Good job, Elliot. Well done. She makes sure to scroll to read it. That's funny. Oh, look at who it is. Stubborn woman. Are you not working today, Miss Stubborn? Everybody sub to Miss Stubborn. I hope you are well on your way to 110 subs. She had a goal, chat, of 110 subs. Very close. If there's 2 people that could go and sub to her, that would be awesome. She will accomplish her goal. But yeah, how you doing? What's up? She's alive and kicking. You're taking a break? Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, thank you for joining me on your break. Bye, Elliot. You're at 1 away. I see that. I took a quick look. That's awesome. Look at that. You're already going to hit your goal. You're going to have to make another one. You're definitely going to have to make another one very quickly. But yeah, maybe AD, if you haven't subbed to Stubborn, you could. That'd be awesome. I think the rest of the people here have, probably. But yeah, Elliot, I hope you have a great day, and I hope you, you know, I hope Norway isn't too cold, bro. I know it's getting cold, you said, right? Stubborn, I'll sub on my other account. Oh, your boyfriend's account? Nice, nice. Yeah, and you know, maybe if Coyote gets in here, that would be cool too, right? Whatever you can do. New goal, 111. Yeah, keep it reasonable, keep it realistic. You been subbed to her? Oh, okay, thank you, AD. How's the homeschooling going, my bro? New goal, 111. You're funny, bro. What are you painting today, Miss Stubborn? What are you painting today? Is it residential? And what do you have to do? What's your job, since we both did that same job? I did it for many years. I was already freaking 4 new people. Yeah. Oh, 2 duplexes inside. Oh, okay, nice. Well, inside is very nice considering the weather. You know, I mean, you can paint with oil, guys, in the cold. But after, I think, 7 degrees or something like that, it's not recommended. So, yeah. I'm glad you're inside, because that kind of sucks. It sucks when you're painting, guys, in the fall or in the spring. It can be really, really cold, really windy, and yeah. Wind sucks for paint. Wind dries everything out. You know, it'll start to pull on you. You know, you'll go back over it, and all of a sudden, I'm sure Stubborn knows this, all of a sudden, you're peeling it, and you're like, oh my god, what have I done? And I've been in the position where I literally sand off everything that I've done and restart from the start. And then, you know, just, you learn very quickly when you make those types of mistakes. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But yeah, duplexes, I kind of like those, especially because when I was, you know, when I was like foreman and stuff, and I'd have like, I remember one time I had 11 or 12 people working with me, like me and 11 others. So, you know, it's kind of hard to find stuff for everybody to do consistently, and you don't want them coming up to you every 5 minutes saying, hey boss, what do you want me to do next? It gets pretty annoying. So yeah, duplexes are nice. In that way you can split it up. You have 2 separate areas. Hey, why don't you know, 6 go out here, you 6 go over here, and you know, a lot of painters and just construction workers, they will get really, really mad if they're stepping on each other's toes. They get really mad. Like some people are particular, and they're like, hey, I want to work in a room kind of by myself, away from, you know, others. Not everybody plays well with others, we'll say, chat. You know, I don't really care. I could work in a room with 3 people, you know, a little bedroom or whatever. But other people are like, it's just not comfortable for them. And they would literally come to me and be like, hey dude, can you get me out of here? Like I'm just gonna go home. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So you kind of learn who's compatible with others, or who needs a little bit of space. And especially in construction, you have those people, bro. You have those, like, you know, in painting especially. You know, you have like a lot of people who, let's say, are alcohol or drugs, or went to jail, you know, and they're a little bit unruly, a little rebellious, we'll say. So, you know, you gotta figure out who goes where and who does what. But Stubborn, if you're painting by yourself, that's pretty cool. See you, Elliot. Bye. Well, you've had a hard time walking recently? What's wrong? Prepping, that's the biggest key to painting. Let's say, chat, if you do a bad job putting or caulking, good luck. You're gonna have to sand that all out, or just refill it. Putting after you paint really sucks, because generally the trim that we were using was semi-gloss, and you know, your fingers slide a lot more, so you want to try and do a nice job putting, in my opinion, right away. And that's like anything. You could paper the windows, you do a bad job, and then like you'll have like a line of paint all over the window, and then you'll have to either clean that off, scrape it off, you know, without damaging the windowsills and stuff. It's just, yeah. Sometimes some people would put paper on the wood where it needs to get painted, and then when you peel it off, it literally, if you don't cut that, chat, here's a tip for painting. If you don't cut what you paint, sometimes it will seal itself, and then you'll peel the whole thing off, and it's a mess. It is an absolute mess. You won't want to ever do it again. So, you know, and then it sucks if they put it on the windowsill because then obviously, you know, it defeats the purpose and you have to repaint it anyways, right? You have peeled that paint off and then you're like, oh, bare wood or maybe bins, Zinzer. It's the same thing with, I'm sure you're familiar, Miss Stubborn, with, you know, using bins or Zinzer. You know, it's a very thin product, guys. And if you don't do a good job, whoa, bro. If you don't do a good job, you'll have to, oh no, I'm in so much trouble. This guy's so bad. Oh, but that guy isn't bad. Dang, peace, Mario. But yeah, what's up, Saint? And Saint, I'm not sure if you saw my message on Messenger, Facebook, whatever. I totally feel you because I ended up losing a bunch of subs last night too. So it definitely happens to us all, and it's happened to tons of people. Like, it's a really frustrating thing. You know, I think some of the guys in here, AMG or something, was saying, some of the guys were saying, sometimes people sub to you, and then once you do sub to them, they just unsub, right, just because they thought you sub or something. So it could even be something like crappy like that. But yeah, it is frustrating. What I always say is, like, it's just it's part of the thing that happens. It's part of the whatever annoyance and grind of it all. And I try not to worry about, you know, likes, subs, views, like all that, comments and stuff. It's nice. It's really nice, and obviously that's why a lot of us are doing this in some part, right? To help improve your channel and whatnot. But at the same time, if you take it too seriously, and it starts becoming an issue because it's inevitably going to happen, and it's super annoying. But yeah, it is super frustrating. If you guys haven't subbed to Saint, please do so. Mix of both of those theories, yeah. Saint, if you haven't subbed to Stubborn, you know, sub to her. DDD in your back. I'm gonna have to look up what DDD is. This game looks intense. This game is insanely intense, bro. It's insane. I remember this one time, guys. I was getting shot. I got shot by a sniper. Prior to that, I was getting hit by a tank, and a freaking chopper or plane was after me. Oh, I was getting shot. Oh, get ahead. There we go. Oh, you were so lucky there. Oh! Oh, you're so lucky. Ah, man, that was so close. Yeah, it's nice to have you in here, bro. Nice to see you again. If you guys haven't subbed to him, sub please. He is actually trying to make community in Canada much better. He does a lot of cleanup and different things of that nature. He kind of shows the city that I spent a lot of years in, actually. And just like, you know, a lot of the problems, you know, drugs and different things of that nature that are going on, unfortunately. So, yeah, check him out. Check out his channel. And I'm sure Saint will do the same for you and throw. Whoa, okay. Whoa. Yeah, time to go.
Hey, let's go!
Oh. So that wasn't as cheeky of a spot as I assumed. Can I land right on this guy, chat, you think? Oh no! He just no-scoped me in the head! He just no-scoped me in the head! Oh man. Oh, right on, Angry. Yeah, and Mr. T, which is Saint, I'll take a second break here. Mr. T, Angry, has a really good connection channel. You know, you already met Fizz, I think, the other day, but AMG is really, really cool. He's actually raided me twice, guys. I don't think anybody else has raided me. I'm sorry if somebody has, but I didn't notice it. Nobody ever said anything. But yeah, like, I really appreciate that. That was super, super cool. There was like, it jumped from like 4 to like 11 people the one day. I was like, what just happened? And somebody's like, AMG raid, and I was like, whoa, bro, that's so nice of you. Yeah, cheers, bro. Cheers. It is a great community. If you like when people rage, watch Angry. You know what? He didn't like. I watched him a bunch, and I was like, why is your name Angry You know, Man Gaming? Like you weren't even mad. Then I watched him the other day, and he was playing Ghosts, and I was like, okay. Cats and Dogs Ladies channel. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's crazy. She's got such a good camera. If you guys go check her out, check out that camera. 4K, 5, whatever K resolution. Like, and she's got 24 cameras on her cats. It's nuts. The rage builds up. That's fair. That's fair. Hey, I feel that. I definitely freaking rage out, bro. I definitely rage. I have my moments. It's usually when you'll hear me like mute my mic. And that's part of the reason, chat, why this mic that I'm using is broken, because I used to slam it down a lot. So I tried to calm down, because, like, generally speaking, I always destroy something when I'm mad. So it's like, you know, and it's never something cheap. You know what I mean, chat? I never take something that's worthless, like I should, and throw it on the ground like a piece of wood. That's what I need, chat. You know what I mean? Miscellaneous, or you know, I have a punching bag in my garage, chat. I need that a bit closer, maybe. You know what I mean? I won't go down to my garage, my garage very often. I mean, I will. But, you know, let's say if I'm playing games, I'm not gonna, like, stop playing games and then go and hit my bag. It's just not something I'm gonna do. I need it, like, right beside me. You know, I've seen streamers with the, not a bag necessarily, but they'll have, you know, they'll have, that dummy guy, you know what I mean? I've seen a few streamers with that. Okay, we're gonna go. I didn't have to use that, but whatever. Where'd he go? Oh, he crashed and burned, chat. Look at him, he crashed and burned. See, that's a problem with a lot of chopper pilots, or even jet pilots. They're so aggressive, they want to, like, they want to kill you. So bad that they, like, fly into a mountain, or they do some crazy flying. It's just garbage flying. They don't focus on the flying so much, you know? One thing I wanted to ask you, Miss Stubborn Vixen, are you most people that paint are self-employed. But are you like, do you own your own business, or do you work for someone else? I've done both, and both suck. It's like my dad always used to tell me, being your own boss, like self-employed, some days it's the best in the world, because you can kind of do what you want, so to speak. Other days it's the worst. And I mean, until you become self-employed, you don't understand what that means, and then you go, oh, okay, I understand. I get you, Pops. This guy's dead, chat. He has nothing. He's not low enough. He's very dead. Oh! Oh! He's really good. He's gonna have his flare now. So he uses flare, chat. Oh my, this other plane's got him. This other plane's got him. Yeah, we just overwhelmed him. I think he's got a flare, yeah. So we wait his flare out, chat, and then we're gonna wait. See, that's a hit. Unless he gets low. I don't think he's gonna get below deck. No, he's not good. He's gonna crash. You wanna watch him crash, chat? Boom. Anyways, yeah. We'll take that thing out. Why not? Ding. I don't know how that didn't blow it up, but okay. Yeah, I will read your messages in a second. I'm sorry. That's the one thing that's super, super hard about flying is, I should put the messages up on my screen, but you know what the problem is with having the messages up on the screen, chat? I used to have that, and then I had bots come in sometimes, the odd time, not very often, but I had like one particular time where like bots came in, and I was like, I don't know, bro. Like, I couldn't play the game because it was all over my screen, you know? It was too much. This is kind of in deep, but let's catch that cap. Almost. A little sketchy. Close. Oh. Yeah, trying to kill me with the small arms fire. Oh wait, I gotta scroll down. My work is like 2 people in 1. Riley got my star he was playing. Oh no, he stole your star. I gotta catch up on chat. I'll just land-ish. I'm gonna actually read your chats. I don't like when streamers don't read chats. Rage quit and Noah screwed you over for a second chance, for chance time? Yeah. Oh, that's true. People don't have a work ethic anymore. You're not wrong. That's 100% accurate. That is 100% accurate. You're telling me. Self-employed, I own my own painting company. Good for you. That's a lot of work, honestly. That is a lot of work. Put you on the TV so I don't have off my phone again. Yeah, yeah. No worries, no worries. Don't sweat it. A happy sack to throw. He'll tell you there was a few times I super raged. One time he just kept quiet and said nothing for the rest of the stream. He was just like, okay, angry. Hey. Yes, you need to keep miscellaneous items to rage with. Yeah, I think so. Wu Chang. Oh, okay, good lord. That's hilarious.
Attention, our troops are attacking Bravo.
I mean, you know what? Honestly, it probably could, because here's the thing, guys. Everybody likes dogs and cats. I like them. I'll watch, you know. And she's got a really good setup. Like I'm telling you guys, that camera, that's one of the best resolutions. I was like, what do you got there? And like, so I mean, she's invested 24 cameras. It's just cool. Like, I just want to see when she actually streams. No, it blew up. What? Oh my god, I just got sniped. Chat. I'm gonna die. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die. Whoa! What's going on back here? Ow. Okay. Alright, this looks like a narrow pass that somebody will inevitably come through. Oh, chopper. Alright, man, like, the problem with playing Battlefield, chat, I just got sniped. That's as much as you can get sniped without dying. And then a chopper kills me. See, this is a crazy game. This is what I'm talking about. Like, there was multiple fire there, and I just kept running. I should have got cover and just laid there. That would have been better. Just go and lie down somewhere. Be safe. Oh my god. She does have a badass setup. Very badass setup. I know, and you know what bothers me? Let me vent right now, chat. You know what bothers me? Not so much that people don't engage with their viewers, but how do these people have like hundreds of viewers? Do you know what I mean? Like, I get if you're a beautiful woman and you know you got some big eyes and you know you have a interesting outfit on, like, I understand. Yes, there's going to be 100 of cheated death in there. There is 100%. 100 of me will be in there, you know, drool on the face, like, I get it. But like, the most boring people, they suck at games, they don't even read chat, and they have like 100 people, and like, I just, you know, it's just what? How? I don't know. Maybe they've been doing it for like 25 years. I hope. Riley got it. Don't start. But yeah, you know, honestly, like, and I get it, you know, in some cases, like, you know, in this game, I have to stop. I can't fly the chopper. I can't snipe right. I can't do anything right if I'm actually reading chat. You know, sometimes I have nobody in here, honestly. It's funny. I have 0 people in here, and I can, you know, I can keep up because nobody's in here. There's like 1 or 2 people. They say hello, and they just kind of chill. Aw, thank you so much for stopping in, though, Stubborn. Stubborn, when's the next time you're streaming? Let us know. I want to see your stream, so, you know, so you can not answer my messages. And that wasn't directed at you, Stubborn, either. That I said that. I apologize. Because Stubborn was playing this zombie game, and I said a whole bunch of stuff, and she didn't pay attention to me. So I've been bugging her about it. But that's not who I was talking about, Stubborn. Stop your You don't have 100 people in your chat, though. Like, it's not like you don't have 100,000 people. Like, you don't have 50,000 subs. I see people with 50,000 subs, and like they're obviously making some money from YouTube, right? They get, like, you know, gifts and chats, super chats. You know, maybe that's why they don't read the chat. They're waiting for people to super chat or you know, pay to talk to me. Maybe that's what it is. But I wasn't talking about you, so I hope you have a great day at work. Thank you for joining. Stop your shit. Go check out Stubborn's 883 Harley Davidson. Stubborn, why was that bike, before you leave, why was that bike's tire in the mud? Was that because of you? Or is that just how much power that thing has? You just, like, you know, revved it a little bit? I usually engage. I know, I'm kidding. See ya. Have a good day at work. It wasn't until after you were like, I'm gonna leave, that I was like, oh shoot. I was joking around about her about that. But it was more, honestly, chat, it was more like because I was in this chat yesterday, and like, this young lady, she just like, she's getting a ton of donations. Like, you know, guys get donations, but like, let's face it, guys, it's more young ladies that are gonna get a heap of donations. And like, she never reads chat, this young lady, never. And I mean, I guess she doesn't have to, bro. And people are watching her. But there's 100 people in there, bro. Like, the most I've ever had, chat, 19. That is the most I've ever had. And that, I mean, hey, that was cool when I had 19 people. It was streaming Days Gone, believe it or not. But that's just like, Days Gone has like this really supportive Days Gone community. Like, if you play Days Gone, they'll watch you. And if you don't, then they might not. Oh man, this sucks. Oh no, this sucks. Multiple rockets, I should have known. Don't talk to my stubborn woman like that. It wasn't directed at her. I didn't even think about it until after. It was a brain fart. But it's just funny, actually, because one day Stubborn will have 100 people, and then it will be pertinent. I will be able to say it. Like, I know she's going to have a lot of people. This guy want to save me? No? No, why would he? Nice shot by Blue Shadow, though. How are we doing here, chat? 2 and 4. Ooh. Ooh. Thanks, Saint. I appreciate it. Oh, wait. Stubborn hit 110. Let's go. She had to. She had to. Let's go. I'm going to check. It is 110. Let's go. Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. You gotta pop around. That's the thing. You can't just stay in one chat. You know, that's typically why, you know, Dueno is here for, you know, a little bit, and then he's got to go. He might have to work. He also is. I'll see him in like 5 different chats in a day. You know, when I'm around. You know, like yesterday, I was in a lot of people's chats. I was in Solomon's. I was in AMG's, I believe. I was in Fizz and Piper's. I was in bunch of them. I can't even think of them all. Oh, you're back? Welcome back. Welcome back. Holy chat, it's so mild. I'm actually taking my sweater off. It is hot. Yeah, cheers, boys. And, you know, don't forget, throw some, you know, some comment. Just go on a short and just say, hey, hi, love ya, hey, bye, cool video, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like it, you know, of course. Interact with it, because that's why a lot of times YouTube will take your sub away. They think you're inactive. They think you're like a bot account, and you're literally just subbing to give them a sub. Slowly trying to incorporate it. Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Right on. Yeah, well, and you know what? Saying it's not, you know, you were engaging still with people that were talking, and you know, not every stream is the same either, right? But like, I get it. Some gamers, it's probably hard to multitask, and they just can't, bro. You just can't. You know what bugs me, to be honest, more, chat, is when people are on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and all this, and like they literally will talk to Twitch or TikTok because obviously the revenue is better from what I've heard, and then they don't even like acknowledge YouTube. It's like YouTube is like the kind of small, or the like irrelevant, like redheaded stepchild, you know what I mean? They just get forgotten. It gets pushed aside. And I mean, in truth, like for you, Saint, you're doing a totally different type of stream, where, you know, you're talking about topics and stuff like that. So I mean, like, you know, it's gonna be harder. Like if you had a lot of people even engaging, you're not gonna be able to answer every question, I don't think. And, you know, talk about the videos, the different ones that you're going through, right? And you know what, honestly, Mr. T, that's just it. Like the reality is this. It's just I'm overly opinionated and I speak my mind, right? So not everybody's gonna agree with what I say, and I'm not expecting people to. But it's something that you may or may not want to, as a streamer, take into account, that some people are gonna have my mentality where if I come and say hello to you and you don't really say much, I'm gonna be like, oh, like you know, like you don't. Not like it's not like offensive to me or anything. It's just like, oh, you don't really have the time or anything, and I'm like, okay, see ya. You know, like I'm not, you know. Whereas like even like, for example, Solomon, right? I said a whole bunch of stuff. He had to like pause his freaking game to read all my crap. But I was also trying to help him with the algorithm, right? If somebody comes in and they just lurk, that's really great. But the best thing that you can do is just talk a lot, believe it or not, and not say the same, like not repeat yourself, because then it becomes considered spam and people get annoyed. But yeah, it's, you know, it's just something for you to take into account. You know, if somebody comes and says hello, it's not like you have to be like, hey, how's it going? What's up? You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do all that. But, you know, saying hello to people and, you know, engaging them. How are you doing? You know, a little bit of cordial behavior doesn't hurt, you know. It goes a long way, man, you know, especially like, you know, they say first impressions, right? So somebody comes in your stream, that may be the only time that you're going to see them. And it sucks because sometimes, guys, nobody comes in here. Like you guys are talking and I'm looking at chat. I've had tons of streams, guys, where nobody said anything and I was like, yeah, there's no point in looking at my damn phone. Forget about it, right? I look away. Then all of a sudden 2 or 3 people come in and they say hello. They're like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, oh, shoot. And I miss it, right? And then I'm like, hey, how's it going? What's up? How are you doing, bro? And they don't say anything back. And they've already left, right? And trust me, like, those people won't even come back. So what I would do, honestly, in those cases, I would literally go to their channel, go onto a video or a short, and I would say, hey, look, I didn't mean to do that on purpose. You know, if you want to come back ever, I will talk to you. there was nobody in chat, and I'll try and explain it out, right? So it's just like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm going overboard with it, but it's like, you know, I don't want to lose a potential, you know, cool viewer. And you know, your viewers or your support group, your community is like going to be certain individuals, right? There is going to be certain people. You'll see them all the time, same faces, same names. I'm still laughing about stubborn. Oh. Yeah, it's so true what she said. People do not have a work ethic anymore. It's not the same. I know when I first started streaming, honestly, I found it the most annoying thing because I was like hyper focused on the game, and I was like, man, how do people like read this stuff? I honestly think that's why a lot of people hack as streamers. You know, if you've ever watched a guy and you go, oh my god, he's hacking. Not all of them are. Some are just really, really talented and can do like 3 things at once. But like, I really question some of these guys who, in first-person shooters, they have like the best aim and they can read every single thing through chat, and they're like, you know, hyper focused on the game, hyper focused on chat. It's kind of crazy. But I think honestly, that's why a lot of people go, you know what? It's just way easier to have like aimbot or wall hacks or whatever they got going on, and then they can actually, you know, like show out, make entertaining, obviously, gameplay, and at the same time they can still talk to everybody. Yeah, Jaden, that's nice of you to say thank you for all the subs. How many you got now, bro? 25. Nice, bro. Nice. That's awesome, dude. Let's see what you got for a short. Oh, I've already, you know what? I already looked at this one. What's this one? I've already liked them both. You're piling it up at their front door. Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people don't care. You know, a lot of people. What do you mean you're gonna pile it up? Where are you gonna pile it up, at the inn or something? Pile it up at the inn, maybe. But yeah, I mean, you know, like, I hate to say this, Mr. T, but it's almost like a never-ending battle for you, sir. I feel like you're going to be cleaning up those bins forever. You know what I mean? Because, like, even if you cleaned it up, there's more and more people in this community all the time oh, the dance place. I don't even know what... Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, back at the dance place where you had one of your first videos. Well, you know, here's the thing. You know, let's look at it from this perspective, okay? And this is just a different... I saw when you said the one day about businesses, they should be the ones cleaning it up. And let me impart some like different side of, like, you know, like perspective-wise of looking at it. So like, that's a never-ending thing, right? So like, let's say in many cases, a lot of these businesses, you know that a lot of those businesses, there's not even a business there. There's some old antique place that's like got wood, like furniture, and they're not even actually selling that furniture. Like, it's dead. A lot of those stores are dead. Nobody's even owns them, or nobody, like, you know what I mean? And let's say if somebody does own them, in some cases, they can buy a dumpster. Yeah, that's fair. But like, let's say if somebody owns them, you know, like, the employees, are they really gonna, you know, like, the owner, is he gonna go out of his way and clean that? I mean, he probably wants it to look clean, but if I was an owner and I cleaned it, and then next week, like, because when you cleaned out back of that dance place, I went by there not too long after, and I felt bad, dude. It was wrecked. It was back to the way it was, you know. Literally, it might even have been worse. I don't know. And I'm not trying to be negative. Like literally, I was like, oh man, I was disheartened because it was like a few weeks after, a month after, and I walk a lot around here, and yeah, it was you know, yeah. Oh hey Maddie, thanks for still staying. Yeah, it is a different. Hey, you know, you may be right. You may be like 100% accurate that like you know you took care of the land, but now this is a whole different beast. It really is, you know. Hey Lenora, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. But you know, it's a whole different beast here, man. It's like literally, like I said, like I especially like this particular summer, I spent a lot of time walking, talking, meeting people, you know, by name even, you know, and I would ask them because there was a lot of rumors. Oh, that's awesome that Coyote's coming. There was a lot of rumors, Mr. T, and you might have heard this, that they were taking buses and dropping a lot of people off who have drug problems. So chat, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about litter, messes in our city. Saint Struggling goes around and cleans it up. He doesn't get paid for it. He is literally just trying to improve the community that I lived in for a long time, which is really, really cool, right? But you know, like there needs to be more of you doing it, right? And in my opinion, there needs to be more people like you, you know, than the people that are making the mess, let's say, right? And you know, like it's not just behind the dance place. You know, there's a ton of other places. There's a ton. You know that place where you did the shorts and they got the statues and they put those eyes on it and stuff. That place is perpetually being used as a dump and a campsite, like right in the heart of the city. Chat. They're using this like little. It's like a little parquet where people used to just sit and have a coffee, you know, like they would put a picnic table and people could just hang out and, you know, have a smoke or something, right? You know, like just sit down, rest your legs. Now a lot of homeless people and, you know, alcoholics or drug addicts are like pitching a tent or taking a tarp and, you know, just taking a stick and making a teepee, I don't know, whatever, right? And then every other day, these police, not even necessarily police, but like these, I don't know what you would even call them. They're like, sort of police, they have to go and basically tell them nicely, hey, like you got to clean your stuff up, you can't stay here, right? So it's almost like the mess is almost like that. The bus stuff is fact. I got proof. You know, I don't know. You know, and I agree with that because not because you have proof, but because I actually talked to a bunch of people. So you know, there's rumors, everybody was talking about, you know, this town is small, so it's to some degree, it used to be a lot smaller, and word traveled like wildfire, chat. So, you know, everybody was saying that places from Toronto or Hamilton or different areas, you know, they were taking vans or buses and basically like loading up people who are homeless or drug addicts, right? And they were bringing them to this city. I'll give you guys a fun fact. 10 years ago, we had maybe 1 or 2 homeless people. Like, I know we had 1 or 2 homeless people in the city, so. Predatory, yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know, man. You know, it's not that I disagree. I understand what you're saying. They are messing things up. You know, I met a ton of people from Richmond Hill, one from St. Catharines, one from Windsor. Where else? So you know, you're not wrong. Like one was from Vienna or Union, so that's not even that far away, right? But the reality is there's a ton of new people, and it just keeps happening more and more, right? And you know, unfortunately, in our city, we try and help people, obviously, and for some time they've been like making it so they have like clean needle use and different things like that nature. Sterilized water. They'll even give them a tie off. You know, it's kind of crazy. So that way they don't use dirty stuff. But as a result, you know, it's almost like this is the place to be now. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Honestly, it for a long time the city was really good. You know, it was really good. It didn't have a lot of infrastructure, but I mean, in terms of safety, it's always been a safe city, right? It's been a very, very safe city compared to, like, let's say a Toronto, or even, you know, bigger cities around us, let's say. No, I understand what you're saying. You don't want to be completely negative, but, you know, I mean, it is getting it is getting a little crazy. It is getting a little crazy. Yeah, I'll hop on Fortnite for sure soon, bro. No problems. Play a little FN. But yeah, no, there's good and bad in all cities. I agree with that. I agree with that. But you know, here's the thing that I'm really confused with. It's the openness of the use of drugs, right? Like that's what I don't understand. Like they'll find a little stoop chat anywhere. They don't care. Like, back in the day, so to speak, or before, even if you were smoking weed when it wasn't legal, now it's legal in Canada, right? You can smoke it wherever. So I'm not talking about weed. That's not, when I say drugs, it's not really a drug anymore here. It's just recreational, more or less. But back in the day when weed was illegal, so you would get caught and you get a fine, or you might even go to jail if it's a big enough amount. We would, when I was a kid and everything, you would hide. You would be in the back corner in a forest or something, right? Like you didn't do that blatantly out in the open. And if you did, the police would be on your tail in a heartbeat. But now, Saint, they can't even control it. Like they can't spend the resources. And I talked to one older woman who's a university graduate when I was getting a taco the one day, believe it or not. We just started talking about, hey Eddie, welcome back. We just started talking about the city, how it's kind of going down the drain, the drug problem, etc. And she said it's just not sustainable. She said there's a lot of layers to this onion, which is very true. And she said the problem is what we're doing, like by giving people all of this shelter, food, because in this city that we live in, chat, they actually give you coffee, they give you food, they give you all kinds of stuff. And then I kept seeing these Quiznos bags everywhere, and I was like, what? Like, who's littering all this Quiznos? And then I walked by that cafe, Mr. T, and I realized, oh, Quiznos gave those bags to the cafe as a donation to help them, and then because it's homeless and drug addicts that are having these Quiznos bags, they just eat their food and throw it on the side of the road. They don't care. Like, and I was like, oh my god, like, you were trying to help you, and you're just like, but you're trying to ask for common sense or something out of somebody who just doesn't have it, right? Like, the thing is, they're on to their next fix, or they're trying to fill the void of their childhood trauma, whatever it is, bro. Like, there's a lot of things that we don't see, and I always try and say I'm not the judge, the jury, or the executioner. I do try and look to the root of the problem and try and find an answer, or try and find something that can help or do something. But, it's not always like that. Thanks, AMG. I appreciate it. Yeah, you've seen people smoke crack. Well, and AMG, they're shooting needles in their arm right in front of me, bro. Like, I'm not kidding. They're smoking tinfoil stuff on tinfoil, so it's either meth or fentanyl. So fentanyl is the killer, chat. Hey Coyote, welcome back. And the problem with meth, chat, is that it's incredibly cheap, and then it gets you high for days and days and days. So, I know this probably isn't the greatest topic for everyone to hear or whatever, but I apologize, but it's just a reality that, we're dealing with in our city, Yeah, they did classify the green with the other stuff, but it's, I don't know. That was like kind of like an old school mentality, I think, and I think once you look into it, you would see, like, I remember this deaf guy, he would get the paper at work when I worked with him. Every single day he would get the paper. So one day he comes over and he's like laughing and pointing at this little blurb, and it was all about a Chinese shaman from 2,400 years ago, and how he had all these, seeds, medicinal marijuana seeds, and bud beside him in his wherever he was buried, right? So obviously that was an important thing, and obviously he was probably helping people. He probably made a stew or a pot of tea, and you drink it if you were sick, and then you'd feel better or something, right? So I think for years people didn't understand that it's a natural, it grows out of the ground, it's different. Anything chemical, anything man-made, I think is an issue, right? Hey, Ruthless, what's up, bro? Well, they do ruin lives. They do. No, you don't want to push 3 grocery carts with your whole life's everything in that. You don't. You don't, bro. But how you doing, Coyote? Welcome in. Coyote, if you haven't subbed to everybody, throw everybody a sub. Go and say a comment or something, you know. You know what, Mr. T? You are 100% correct. You are 100% correct. I'm surprised that you know that. Most people don't know about that. But the British actually were mad because of taxes. China was a self-sufficient country for hundreds and even probably thousands of years, chat. And Britain, who was the superpower of the world, basically wanted to get into their market, right? China has a lot of people. China has billions of people. That's a lot of money. And a lot of tea from China was going to Britain. So Britain kind of felt like, hey, and you know, most people don't know that Hong Kong, for example, was only given back to China in 1998, guys. Like 98. Some of you guys probably weren't even born, and you don't hear about this. This isn't conventional news. But I'm surprised that you know that, Mr. T. That's some good information there, bro. That's some good information, actually. And so what the British did, essentially, guys, is they had a war. They beat the Chinese, obviously, with their superior navy and everything, and they went and made a bunch of opium in places like India, and they took it to China, and started giving all the Chinese people opium, selling it to them, and it's highly addictive, right? It's a drug. Then even the Emperor of China forbade his people from using opium, even though he himself was highly addicted. That's what a problem it was. Even the Emperor of China was addicted, and he was like, he forbade it from his people because it was ruining their whole country, their economy, everything. So yeah, a little bit of a history lesson. Life learning, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's, you know, it's not something, bro, I thank you, Ruthless. I missed you, bro. You know what, honestly, it was good to take a day off. Yeah, check it out, Solomon. Check it out, my friend. It's true fact, I promise you. Go watch a documentary on it. It will make your head spin. You'll be like, wait a minute. What? You know, with wealth and power comes, you know, dangerous things, bro. Yeah, yeah. You know, I mean, they did want that, a lot of trade goods, you know. And you got to remember at the time, guys, Britain conquered, you know, like they had the Falklands War, which was in Argentina. You know, Britain, most people don't know, that was, I think, 90 something, right? There's an island off the coast of Argentina, of course, and Britain was like, yeah, that's our island, Falkland. That's what it's called with an F. So they were like, that's our island. It's the Falkland Islands. Like that's ours. And Argentina was like, what? No, that's ours. And they had to have a battle, and guess who won? But the superpower of the world, which was, you know, it was Britain for a long time. They controlled the seas, gentlemen, ladies, and they also they made most of their money, believe it or not, off of standardizing things like retail and like machines. Like they made factories, so they mass produced things, and that's how they did really, really well. They made lots of money. You know, I mean, the British fought the Zulus in Africa, guys. You know, the Zulus, who had like essentially sticks and stones and wooden shields, beat the British in some cases, who had guns and more men and all this stuff. You know, I remember I was gaming with an African American gentleman, right? You know, much like a lot of you gentlemen that are sitting in here, right? And he was telling me about how Africa doesn't have anything, and Africa was never anything and stuff like that. He was American, of course. And I said, hey, you know, you ever heard of the Zulus? And he was like, no. And I said, well, maybe you should look them up, bro. Like, look up, you know, what happened there. Shaka Zulu, through tactics, bravery, you know, even though he had a minority of troops, and obviously the weapons, you know, everything was in the British favor. Shaka Zulu, like, he literally almost defeated them. Like, and in some cases did defeat them, like sent them packing in some fights, right? Which is insane. I can 100% agree with you there, AMG. Whether it was the conquistadors like Cortez and South America stealing all that gold and destroying whole populations and swaths of whether they're Inca or maybe Mayan, I'm not even sure to be honest. But yeah, 100%. 100%. You know, at different times, I think, you know, whoever was in charge was like ruthless. You know, France for sure. If you look at, I was telling people the other day, Friday the 13th, guys, the reason why there's a stigma around that day, you know, how it's like, oh, Friday the 13th. Well, that comes from France and the Pope, and they killed the Knights Templar. They burned them at the stake. They sent out all these messages on 1333, something like that, on Friday the 13th, believe it or not, and that's why we still have a stigma over that day. So, like, you're not, I totally agree with you. But, you know, I hate to point at certain countries, right? It's usually the leaders that are the problem. And then, you know, the countries, you know, we have this kind of stigma with patriotism, right? Everybody has it, whether you're living in Canada or America or Germany or wherever. You're a patriot. You should be, kind of. You should love your country. But in the same token, you know, Canada did some bad things out west, right? With the church. Everybody knows about that. That's why we have these kind of indigenous, you know, they found those graves and stuff, right? So even Canada has a smudge on it. Many countries do. But yeah, you know, to some degree, I don't disagree that, like, in certain respects, yeah, those superpowers did a lot of damage, 100%. You know, they had the influence to do it, right? They had the span. They were ahead of the times, maybe with the boats, because, you know, before planes, how are you going to get around, guys? You know, horseback or a boat? Take your pick. Or on foot. Cheated? You felt sick to your stomach yesterday morning? Oh no, bro. I had a headache. I told you that. It was bugging me all freaking day. It was bugging me all freaking day. But yeah, it's honestly, some history is very, very sickening, and some of it's incredibly interesting, and it's like, wait, that's why, you know, like, most people don't know the reason why Brazil speaks Portuguese and the rest of South America or Central America predominantly speaks Spanish is because of the Pope. The Catholic Church decided that. They were like, okay, because they were having Portugal and Spain were having kind of a war and a arbitration who's going to rule. So the Pope came in and kind of said, okay, fine. You know, the Pope had a lot of power. You're still shaking a little? Oh no, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, and what they're still doing to the indigenous people, that's fair, bro. Like, you know, they tried to take away their customs, their language, different things of that nature. You know, a lot of, you know, a lot of different interesting things. And, you know, it's tough because, you know, like, even Fizz comes in, and I know it's like Fizz probably doesn't want to necessarily hear that about Britain, you know. I know he is very patriotic, but it's unfortunately kind of the way circumstances are. But, like, that's why I point out Canada, because I love Canada. You know, I've lived here for a long time. Same with Croatia. I love Croatia. But, you know, the history shows you that we were aligned with Germany, believe that or not, in World War II. And, you know, I hate bringing it up because it's a disgusting time period, and I had nothing to do with it. You know, that's my blood, that's where I'm from. But, you know, I'm not one of these dumb people that's going to be completely patriotic and tell everyone, oh, that's propaganda, when it's about my country. And then everything else is, you know, not propaganda. It's just not true. You know, some people could say about the United States and, you know, that war on Iraq, mass destruction, weapons of mass destruction, whatever, was, you know, a sham. I don't know. When you didn't see me the other day, it got worse? Oh no, bro. 26 subs, you need 24 more? Nice, bro, nice. Well, you know what, Summer? Honestly, make sure you go in some of these people's streams when they stream too. You know, try and check out AMG. He will plug you. He'll help you out. You know, Fizz, different people like that. You know, they may get you those few subs. It'll just, you know, get that spider web moving a little bit more. In a full stormtrooper outfit. Yeah, King Edward abdicating the throne. Interesting. I know. I try. AMG. I really do. You know, I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna point the finger at this country or that country and then not be able to. You know, I'm not gonna disassociate my own country from the evil or villainous activity that they've done or where my parents are from. I'm just not going to. Thanks, Saint. Appreciate it. Riley's super cool. He really does not stream or anything yet, but hey, he might one day. He does post a little bit. Riley, are you gonna post that? What was it? Game Boy Lego? Did you finish that, bro? But yeah, and honestly, AMG, I wanted a channel where people could just like be open and talk and just say whatever, you know. Like some stuff that anybody says, if I'm not sure, I'll go and fact check it later. I'll go and look, you know. Like I'm interested in different things, you know. I'm a big history buff. I really like it. So in my spare time, I usually watch documentaries and things of that nature, trying to learn more and just, you know. History repeats itself, guys. So if you can, you know, like if you're trying to be a psychic and figure out the future, you can look to the past and it will inevitably happen again. It's just a matter of when. So I think that's a super important thing to, you know, be honest, you know, look at things with a, you know, try and look at things without a bias, right? We all have a bias. Usually where you're from, maybe your gender creates a bias. I don't know, a bunch of different things can create a, you know, a bias or a distinction between, you know, just having an open mind. But I've always tried to have an open mind. I don't know. I appreciate you saying that though. It's something I've always prided myself on. You know, it sucks because, you know, a lot of people would say, well, you know, you got to pick a side or you got to do, you know, I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe some people do. Your stomach got much worse? Well, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You know what? Honestly, Ruthless, it's good to take a break sometimes too, man. I'm sorry that happened, though. But I'm back. I'm going to play some Fortnite in a bit. I don't know if Ruthless was in there. I saw I saw him in Fizz's stream. I saw him because he messaged me. Yeah, as we... Yes, sir. Yeah. 27. Let's go, bro. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, bro, once you hit 50, everything will change. Because then you can go live. You know, people will come see you. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I lost 7 subs yesterday, guys. Like, and I didn't even stream. So... Unless somebody was mad because I didn't stream for once in like, I don't know, 3 weeks or something. You know what I mean? It just happens. You know what I find, Mr. T? I find, and just chat in general, I find that when I get a bunch of subs, when I have a good day, it's almost like YouTube has a like little, something in their algorithm or in their computer that says, okay, hold on. This guy he never gets 8 subs in a day, or 5 subs. I usually get 1 or 0. A lot of streams before I used to get 0, bro. Like 0 subs, 0, 0, 0. Most of my subs, to be honest, I got from the networking and also from like shorts that I used to put. You know, a couple times I put shorts, and I would get like +8 subs. You know, so. Yesterday saw Fizz's stream. Nice, nice. That's awesome. Ten people, I know, and I'm just sitting here talking about history, bro. It's pretty cool, I know. Honestly, it's been really picking up. I can't thank you guys enough. To all you guys that have been chilling, you know, like there was a lot of streams, guys, where I had 1 or 2 people. I had 0. Like I was talking to myself. Like, literally, if you go look, you guys could go look like a month ago or something. I was, like, literally talking to myself half the time. Or I might say hi to a couple of you guys, and then, you know, like, let's say Dueno, you know, he's got work, like I was saying earlier. He's got work, he's got different things he's got to do, so he can't, you know, he can't be here for, like, you know, if I stream for 5 hours, bro, I understand. Most 90%, 95% of you can't hang around for 5 hours. It's just not possible. But it's crazy, 10 people, honestly, bro. And it really helps my my hours, and obviously, you know, the likes and all that. It just literally is like kind of like a snowball. It's really been awesome. And what I find too is what's nice, you're a little bit upset. Yeah. No, that's okay. You're not being selfish for me, and I understand. Ruthless, I totally understand, bro. It's almost like, you know, it's like Elliot. You know, he gets a little bit wound up. I'm still lurking. I feel ya. I feel ya. Honestly, Fizz, lately you've been like literally one of my #1 supporters, like you and Piper, and I really appreciate it, man. Like, Maddie's been consistently here forever. Saint, I probably should have like kind of connected with earlier and said, hey, you got a channel, I got a channel, you know, you should come over, right? I just didn't. I don't know. I just didn't. Part of it was that, like, you know, obviously, Noah's back. Okay, cool. No, part of it, honestly, is that Saint and I know each other IRL. So I've really, for the most part, tried to keep my IRL people that I know away from my channel. Just, yeah, I wanted some, you know, a bit of a anonymous type of vibe to it, but it is what it is. They come to your stream more than mine, Fizz and Piper. That's funny. Oh, you don't have to feel bad, Ruthless. Don't feel bad at all, bro. Don't sweat it, dude. No, you know who has to feel bad? Elliot. So, guys, Elliot used his dad's credit card to get Riley this membership, and I didn't think much of it, because like the one membership is like, I don't know, whatever, it's like $1 or $2, which is still like, you know, I appreciate it and all that. And then I looked on the YouTube analytics, and freaking Elliot gifted him a level 5, guys. Like, I was like, oh my god, dude, that's like probably like 5 memberships or something. I don't even know how much that is. Yeah, I appreciate them for showing support. Yeah, they really do show a lot of support. I mean, honestly, even you rating me though, dude. Like, I'm telling you, I've done this a ton. I've been in tons of people's streams. You know, like I was saying earlier, I get a little bit bent out of shape if I'm, you know, if I'm always in your stream or whatever, and then I never see you. Like, I kind of go, well, yeah, I probably, you know, probably won't be coming back to your stream very often. Like, I'll still support you. I'm not like unsubbing or anything. It's nothing bitter like that, but you know what I mean? It's like, you know, I try and reciprocate. One hand washes the other, as I said, you know. Dueno, I was really thrilled that I could get into his stream for a few hours. I sat there the whole time, and I was talking the whole time. Part of that too was there wasn't too many people in Dueno's stream, and I always kind of feel bad, because I know how it is when you're sitting there streaming, you're trying your best, you know, you're reading chat, you're talking to people, you're trying to be animated and, you know, cool, and you literally have your phone is one of the people, guys. So when you see 3 people, there's actually 2 people in there. Don't feel awful. Come on. Please, Ruthless, you're going to make me feel bad. Hello again, Lenora. If you guys haven't subbed to Lenora, hit her up. Show her some love. She actually is another person that I see in like 15 different chats. I see Lenora like everywhere. Oh, you're there lurking because you're working? Yeah, bro, that's fine. Honestly, you've done more than your part. I've gotten a ton of subs from the network of friends, like a lot of... Once I met you, and a couple other people, I just noticed, like Fizz, for example, I just noticed this influx of people, you know? I literally... And it's nice because I go into Fizz's stream, let's say, for example, and I'll see Riley or Elliot talking there. So I know it's kind of like, yeah, you guys brought a few people like Solomon, for example, or like really, really cool people. And, you know, I hope that the cool people that I know go over to your stream and like, talk, you know. Yeah, he's the real deal. It's Solomon, that's why I let you know who I am. That's why I let you know who I am, because I can tell right away that you're the real deal too. Like, I don't, you know, not many people know who I am on Facebook. Maddie checking Monopoly Go, nice. Not many people actually know who I am. My name, I have said my first name is Mike. I've shown my face very briefly, very briefly. But yeah, like, you know, honestly, I know you are the real deal, and same with AMG, obviously. But you know, like, there's a bunch of them. Like Doyle, same thing with Doyle. Like Doyle and I have talked about, like, hey, you know, if you ever come back, because Doyle lives out on the east coast of Canada, I was like, if you ever come back here, because he used to live near me, I was like, you know, we're gonna go like out and enjoy ourselves. We're gonna go have a couple beers. We're gonna watch a game. You know, we're gonna shoot the breeze. Like, there is a bunch of you guys. Like, honestly, if you ever do come to Canada, please let me know. Let me know where you're coming, and maybe depending on the time and whatever, I may come see you. Like, I promise you. I've done it before. We had a friend on World of Warcraft, and we were going to a football trip, and he was like, "Wait, you're coming to Cincinnati?" And we were like, "Well, yeah, downtown. We're going to the, you know, Bengals Bears game." And he was like, "Oh, what time? What time's it at? What time are you gonna be there?" And we were like, "Well, we're coming for, you don't feel good? Oh, man, sorry. I'm not a real boy, I'm a bot." But, you know, he was like, "What time are you guys coming?" And we were like, "Oh, like 10 in the morning," because we came for the game was probably at 3, guys. But we tailgate, right? Pardon me. So we go to tailgate, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be there." And literally, this guy comes, and he like had all this stuff for us, guys. He came like, you know, the 3 wise men, the little baby Jesus in the manger, all these gifts for us, bros. Like stuff that we really wanted that we didn't have. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Like, it was pretty cool. He was like, "Don't sweat it. Here, I got you." And it was just cool to meet somebody in real life that we had gamed with and really enjoyed each other's company. You know, he was a really solid guy. I wonder if Guar is cool, if he's all right. I kind of lost touch with him. Fizz, you are an ice cream cone. Oh, she's the godmother of your supportive community, in your opinion. Really? I see Lenora all around the place. All around the place. You know, I've seen her tons. It's almost like Piper, like how Fizz was saying, hey, I had to tell Piper to kind of slow down. Like, maybe Lenora needs to slow down a little bit. She's everywhere. And you know who else is like that? I don't know if you guys know DM Talon. You've probably seen her around. DM Talon is very nice, and she's in everybody's stream. I thought that was a guy, too. You just try to support everyone. That's so nice of you. And Lenora, I'm sorry, I've never been in your live streams. I don't know. I'm going to look right now. I've just never seen you live stream. I don't know if I've just missed you. That's a possibility. 1 day ago, 3 days ago. Okay, so you're a little bit sporadic, so that's why. But you stream for a long time. You know what? It's because I don't have the bell on you. Okay, I got the bell, now I got the notifications. And if you guys do want to see somebody, make sure you hit that bell. And then you will know when they go live or when they post stuff. That's the problem. 814 subs, bro. That's really awesome, Lenora. Oh, and she does have a streaming schedule. I'm just a bozo and I never read it. At 7 a.m. Oh, Central. Okay. So you're early. So that's probably part of the reason too. That's probably part of the reason. So see, you stream in the afternoon, well, you know, evening, let's say, and I very rarely am watching at that time. I watch very early in the morning. Very early. I always try and watch people. Like yesterday I watched all day because I just was like, man, my head's killing me. I don't want to do this. But yeah, make sure you guys go check out Lenora. Daily uploads, not sat though. Okay, fair enough. She should be at 8 million in my opinion. 23 more. Let's go, Jaden. Let's go, bro. It'll happen, Jaden. Trust me, I was in the same position. You just got to do a little networking, bro. And through these other channels, I'm telling you, through Lenora's channel, through Angry Man, through Fizz, you know, you can check out AD once he gets there, right? You know, but like Solomon as well. You know, I went in Solomon, bro, in his channel, and there was like, I knew everybody except for 1 or 2 people, so I did get 1 or 2 subs. But if like you didn't know anybody, right, you would have like 8 subs. You know, something like that, right? So go check him out, spend some time in there, and just, you know, shoot the breeze. He's super interactive cat. And same with AMG. You know, these guys, like, they literally are playing a game, trying to do their best, and then at the same time, like, talking to everybody and being cool. And it's not so political or historical as mine. Cheat, can we play Fortnite? Sure we can. We can definitely play Fortnite. $15 likes. Thank you guys so much. That's awesome. That is amazing. You feel very awful? You don't have to feel awful, bro. Don't feel awful. Can you join? Yeah, for sure, bro. You asked earlier. Yeah. And I mean, I don't think anybody else wants to play, really. Most of the people in here don't play Fortnite who are chilling. Yeah, you could definitely join. Your favorite drink is getting a blender, getting a banana, peanut butter, and milk. Yeah. Heck yeah. I used to do a lot of protein powder. And then you don't play, that's fine. You know, I used to do a lot of protein powder, and I used to throw in like a lot of, like a scoop of peanut butter, and like, you know, even a scoop of ice cream sometimes. Milk, of course. And yeah, I used to do that all the time. I don't eat bananas so much anymore, but I used to eat them as a kid. Like I used to, well, even as a teenager, I used to eat tons of bananas. One a day, basically. All the time I'd be eating bananas. It's one of my favorite fruits, really. Just get that real sweet sugar. Lenora, what do you play? What games do you play? What is this? Adventuring back into the Shroud. Oh, Enshrouded. Oh, okay, okay. I've heard of that game. I've never played it. Cat Quest 3? What is this? I'm sure Cats loves that game. That's probably Cat's favorite game. I like how you called her the godmother. What is this? UFO abducts the headliners. What am I watching here, Lenora? That was graphic. Oh, he's got no leg and he's got no arm. Oh, is he on a train? Or a train track? Is that what happened? I'm confused. I feel like there's context that I'm missing here because I don't have the sound on. I don't want to steal your property. I'm watching it without the sound. I think you got ran over by a train. That's what it looks like. She's on the rate. Somebody's on the. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. That train just came by and just ripped off her leg and arm. Wow. Oh, you're a reporter and take pictures. Oh, okay, okay. I want to see you and a certain person get YouTube married, Fizz. Yeah, I got hit by a train. I thought so because it was spewing blood, bro. And you're on the tracks. I was like, you got no arm, you've got no leg, and it's like it's gushing like a hose. And you're on train tracks, and then all of a sudden later in the short. The train comes by, chat, and it's like going about 100,000 miles an hour. Oh, engagement at 500. She laughed and said 1K. Okay, she's waiting until she's fully monetized, chat. Till he's fully. Then he's rich. Then he's got the bucks. Fizz, sign a prenup, bro. That's my best advice. Sign a prenup. YouTube prenuptial agreement. She'll understand. I'm just kidding. Of all monsters around town, I got you. Okay, okay. Just make sure I'm invited, sir. I said prenup. Oh my god. Honestly, I get a kick out of her laugh. Like when she starts really laughing, I don't want to say cackling, but that's what it sounds like to me. It's almost like a witch. Members only. There you go. That's what you should do. Members only, bro. Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know if anybody can get a prenup anymore. Like, I don't know if that's possible. Like, do women accept that anymore in this society? I don't know. But, you know, that's funny that you guys said that already. A YouTube, not just a normal prenup. Like, this is my channel, that's your channel, bro. Okay? When things go, you know, tits up, you're going with that channel, I'm going with this one. She's delaying the inevitable. Stand firm, fist. Too funny, too funny. You guys are freaking awesome. I played like 2 freaking Battlefield games. I think you guys are more entertained by me not playing. I think that's how much I suck at video games. You're like, listen, dude, just talk about something. We don't care what it is. Just something. Just whatever. It doesn't matter, bro. Just stop shooting your gun. Stop saying you're the world's best pilot. That's not that's not accurate. That's clickbait. It's 100% clickbait, chat. And you know what's funny? I'm going to tell you something. I did it because Elliot said my titles suck. And he was like, well, you know, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. And I was like, no, you're good. And he's like, your titles suck. You need better titles, cheated. So I was like, you know what? Here, I'm the best pilot in the world and the best sniper. And you know what's crazy, chat? I got 80 views versus 20 or 40. So I mean, he was right. I'm gonna take, you know, when you're a 12-year-old Norwegian, you know, he's like that guy from you remember that movie, Rain Man? That's Elliot, okay? Elliot is the dude who's like, can we do bowling? I think that's what you're trying to say. In Fortnite? Yeah, sure, bro. That's fine. But yeah, Elliot is like not Tom Cruise, but the other dude, the smart dude who like figures out when the train, you know, because he's got autism, right? I don't know if you guys know that, but like the guy in the movie is like incredibly smart, a genius. One thing I find about people with autism, they have the best hand-eye coordination I've seen. Like, Elliot is really, really goated at the game, guys. He's really, really good. Same with Ruthless, really good player, too. You know, another JC Boy, I've done a co-stream with him. You may or may not have seen him. I haven't seen him streaming lately, to be honest. But he's a really, really cool guy. He had like 2,000 or 3,000 subs, and he's insanely good at Fortnite as well. It's something about the hand-eye coordination. Yeah, Rain Man. You know, you've seen the movie, Lenora. Okay. Tags make a big difference. Yeah, thumbnails. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, if it catches the viewer's eye, right? Or you know, what I find is the search. You know, I would put trick shot sometimes, and a lot of people would find my shorts because they want to see trick shots, which is interesting, you know. That's part of the reason why I put. I used to put small channels grow, because a lot of people in their search, they'll be looking for how to grow a small channel, right? And potentially, if my title or my hashtag is that, then they may come in here, right? And they may go, hey, you know, I'm a small channel, I'm trying to grow. And I can be like, hey, cool, that's exactly, you know. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's like I was saying about Wendy's or whatever. They always say like, hey, see you tomorrow. You know, you're not actually going there tomorrow, but I think they're trying to like subliminally get in your head, hey, come back tomorrow or the next day, buy some more food. It's the same reason why a lot of food chains are red, right, chat? I don't know if you've noticed. Tim Hortons, the lettering's red. Wendy's, McDonald's, you know, and show me fast food places and that are not red. You know, KFC's lettering is red. Red is by far the color that it grabs your attention the most. So if you are going to make like a title or a thumbnail or something and you're putting it on your short or whatever your video is, I would highly recommend red, because it draws people's attention. Same thing. Subway. You know, Subway's, you know, maybe one of the few, I think it's green and yellow. But, you know, we have Mr. Sub in Canada. You guys might not have that. Probably in England you don't. But in the United States, I don't think you have Mr. Sub, but they're red. Firehouse subs also red. You know, the list goes on, guys. Honestly, I could sit here and just go on and on and on about different, you know, maybe Taco Bell is purple and something else, but yeah. Only one off the top of your head. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's so true, AMG. That's very true. You don't want to clickbait. You don't want to completely clickbait because then it is off-putting. It's like almost like you're deceiving or fooling somebody. Nobody likes that. That's a very good point, though. I just said clickbait because I know a lot of people will click on it just because they'll be like wanting to see, am I the best or am I not? And then they'll probably see that I'm not the best, but I still got your view, but maybe they're not going to sub. But I did get a lot of views from how to fly a helicopter. So I think I should do more of that. I should just, you know, get on in the morning, fly the chopper, and, you know, a lot of grocery stores, my friend, a lot of grocery stores. Yeah, it's, you know, it's very eye-catching. Yellow, too. Yellow, I think, is the second most color. I don't know about for sure, so don't quote me on that. But I think that's why people use yellow as well. I believe it is the second best color to use. But yeah, red for sure. Red, yeah. Yeah, yellow too, I figured. But, you know, like, red for sure is just, like, it just grabs your attention, right? I personally like bright green, like neon green. I like that. So I've used it myself, just I enjoy. I was typing it as you said it, yeah. Well, that was like yesterday. I was typing a couple different times, and people were saying it as I was typing it, and I was like, dang, there's a delay, so they're going to think that I'm just agreeing with them, whereas I was saying the same thing as they were saying it. It's kind of funny how that works. With you know, with Dueno's, there was quite the delay, so it was sucked. I was watching Dueno's stream. He has a really close fight with this guy who's insane, by the way. Like, the guy he's fighting is insane. Dueno's really good, but this guy was one of these, like, he had a sweatband, he had an energy drink, you know, he lives to play Mortal Kombat, guys. Like, he's probably in the Sub-Zero suit sitting in his mom's basement or something. I don't know, right? He's probably got a ninja sword on the wall, but the match was really close, and I said, oh, that was a really close match, right? It was a delay, so it was by the next match when he got freaking basically like 80-0 or whatever it was, and he goes, yeah, it was a close match, and I was like, oh, dude, I hope he doesn't think that I'm being like sarcastic. I know he knows me well enough to probably know that I'm not that type of person. Who's that on my like banner? I don't, hold on, banner, I gotta see. I don't know, banner. Oh, that's me. That's me, bro. That's what I look like. It's me on the banner. My eyes don't look like that, chat. I don't have yellow or hazel eyes. I have just brown, brown eyes. That's it. Nothing special. Nothing special about my eyes. Yeah. It's weird how it did that. I can't remember if I made that off of Snapchat. Sometimes I make thumbnails or banners and stuff like that off Snapchat, believe it or not. I've done that before. It's actually kind of cool how you can make them. That's actually, you know, you can put different clothes on, or, you know, it's like a cartoon version of you. But yeah, in the profile pic, that is me on the right in the boat. That's one of my friends on the left there. And yeah. Time exact, gotcha. I have had a delay in my stream sometimes. I have had that before where people are like, hey, there's a real big delay. So, you know, you never really know. Never know. But yeah, honestly, AD, I didn't really even know how to make a banner or do anything. I was like, how do people make these banners? And I was like, you know. Yeah, it's kind of a cartoon. I know, yeah. I like that. I thought it was cool. It's kind of like a cartoon version of me. And not YouTube, Snapchat has that in the funny faces, guys. If you ever go, you know, to like the weird like pirate hats or anything like that. I try and be nice all the time, but sometimes I can't. Hey, bro, that's, you know, that's how it is. Mr. Ruthless, it's okay to have a temper. Lose your cool. You know, we were just talking about rage gaming. I rage. I get mad. I lose my cool. It's human, bro. Very human of you. Continue to be human. It's fine. I get sad. I get mad. You know. It's all good. But yeah, AD, it was kind of cool. So if you have Snapchat, even if you just download it, you can just like go to these funny faces, and they'll be like skeletons or whatever, and you can literally just take a picture of it, and then you know download that from your phone onto your page. Yeah, literally, it's easier. Yeah, of course, bro, no worries. But yeah, it's easier than like you know, I don't know how other people do it. Maybe they have, you know, like some software, you know, that they use. I'm not sure. I just figured it out on my own. It wasn't anything like I didn't look it up online or anything. I just went when I was looking through different pictures, because I had a couple pictures up there, and then I'd have like one picture and they'd say, oh, it's photoshopped, that's not you, and then I'd have another picture and they'd say, oh, that's photoshopped, it's not you, and I was like, whatever, dude. I'll just put this, and I'll put like a banner of whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. If you really think that I'm gonna go and Photoshop myself to look a different way, or you know, for views or for pity, okay, whatever, dude. But I get it too, because most people on the internet are not legit. They're not themselves. They're not real. They're not candid and open and honest. It's just not how people are. Gets you into trouble being honest and real. Gets under people's skin. They don't like what they hear. They become offended. Look at you differently. Yeah. Been there, done that. That's crazy though. 15 likes, bros. And still 7 of you watching me just talk and do nothing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. I am gonna roll over to the Fortnite stream. I'll play some Fortnite with you guys. I won't make you wait any longer. I will play some Battlefield later, or I might even play something else. I don't know. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I didn't even have to play video games, man. I think that's, you know, I need to start just doing a talk stream. Forget about the video games. Maybe I'll just do, one day this weekend, I'll probably just do like a normal live stream where I'm actually just talking to you guys and saying what's up. So, thank you guys so much. Thank you, AMG. Thank you, Mr. Dueno, Ruthless, AD. Thank you, Jaden. Thank you, Lenora. Thank you, Mr. Fizz. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I appreciate you guys coming. I know some of you guys aren't going to join the Fortnite stream, and I don't blame you one bit, but I will catch you later. Yeah, no, I appreciate everybody being here. I'm just trying to scroll up so that I don't forget anybody. Thank you so much, Solomon. Thank you, Solomon. Solomon's honestly, like, Solomon was trying so hard yesterday to freaking get me new subs. I was like, dude, like, I almost felt bad. You know what I mean? Because I was like, no, I know them. And he's like, oh, I'm being sorry if I'm being repetitive. So, like, not only is this guy, like, plugging me like an advertisement constantly through his own stream, okay? Like, literally. And then he's apologizing for doing it. And I was like, oh, dude. Thank you. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm going to check you guys on the next one. And those of you that want to join the Fortnite stream, join the Fortnite stream and let's play. Thanks. GG's.